The views and opinions expressed by the host do not necessarily state or reflect those of the guests. Furthermore, the views and opinions of the guests do not necessarily state or reflect those of the host. I'm a stupid robot.
Give it up for the funny, the hilarious. King of the open micers at the one-nighters, Alonzo Cantu.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Good news, everyone!
Woohoo!
Yes!
There we go.
Oh! You're killing me.
crushed and crumbled. I'm not sure if it's safe to report from my vantage point. I really need to leave. Civil Defense has informed me that the surrounding areas are in ruin. I see some people running now. In the opinion of this reporter, if this nation, or in fact the world, ever needed heroes, that time is now. That time is now.
In the great hall of the Justice League. Of the Justice League. In the great hall of the Justice League. Of the Justice League.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right, motherfuckers. It's the Ace Man. You might not be able to tell because I'm all the way over here and shit because we're doing something special today. What we're doing is, what are we doing? Let me get them, zoom in on my fucking self. Zoom in on my magnificence. Oh, yeah, there I am. Hey, how's it going, guys? It's me, the Ace Man.
Aced.
That's right. And I'm here celebrating 100 subscribers. That's right.
Aced.
BFI, 100 subscribers. Bad for what? Is my lower thirds on? God damn it! Why isn't that working? Let's see. Why isn't that working? Let me put that over here. Is that working now? No. All right. You know what? I'm not even worried about that. Well, let me see if it works here.
It works on mine.
What do you mean it works? I'm not talking about your fucking mic. I'm talking about the lower thirds.
All right.
It's all good. I know why
The
it's not
lower
working.
third.
I know why it's not working. Nah, there we go.
Okay.
There we go. God damn it. All right. You know what? Yeah. You don't know what.
Oh, like the little Chiron thing.
Yeah, then turn that one off, and turn that one back on. All right, yeah,
Yes.
man, 100 subscribers, and then I'm gonna do the big reveal real quick. Let me move this over here to you, and let me get one of these updates real quick. That's gonna be position 1 for some reason. Let me make a new position. That's gonna be position. Let me make a new position. That's gonna be new. That's gonna be position 4. And we will know it as position 4. And then we'll whip it back over here. You whip it back over here to to Bob Dell doing fucking selfies. He's loving himself, and we love him. So let me make that position 3. So position 3, position 2, position 1, and then position 4. Then we should do a big daddy one right over here. We have all the boys up in here in the fucking mix. I should have some music playing for this. But I don't. Fuck it. That's right. Oh,
Big Daddy
yeah.
Kane.
All right. Big Daddy
want
Kane's.
to respect copyright all night.
Get sued every day.
And I'm gonna be gay. I wanna go and suck a guy. And then we'll get into ass play. All right. And in honor of Israel, we have all become our favorite Jewish rock musicians ever. But we'll get into that later.
Oy vey.
So, apparently, this was my idea. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it was completely. You asked before the show, hey, whose idea was it to do Kiss makeup?
Yeah.
And me and
It was
John
my
were
idea.
like, you.
Was it hey, Bella?
Bella.
Was it your idea or my idea? Yours. Damn, all right.
It's not something I like the idea. It's not something I'd come up with, though.
Yeah, no, I'm
I
not.
have
that
no
guy.
idea.
I don't really like his anyway, so.
Because Bella said that she did makeup, and I was like, oh, what would be a cool makeup thing to do? And I don't know why I picked Kiss, because then it was like, oh, now we got to buy Bob because there's 4 guys to kiss. So there we go, and that's the story of that.
Well, what other makeup thing is there to do? Like, I guess we could all just get gussied up like girls.
No, that's the next episode.
Oh.
We're all going to be girls.
girls?
But we got to be girls all episode. We just talk about girl stuff.
That's not the first time I've dressed up as a girl to be funny.
All right.
Nice.
I'm not talking about being funny. I'm talking about
What? Interesting movement.
Yeah.
Becoming a girl to be funnier.
Yeah, that's kind of the only way I can get funnier. Yeah.
let's do negatives make a positive kind of thing.
What an ironic twist. You would think it would make me less, but the bar is so low. I needed all the help I could get.
Okay. Right. So you are who's your guy?
The kitty cat? I don't know.
Who's the guy that? What's
Peter
the guy's
Chris.
name? Peter Chris.
Peter Chris.
There we go. So you already know about Kiss. You know all the band members' names.
Fortunately, yes.
Okay, and then so who's he?
He is Paul Stanley, and you're James. Well, you're Ace Frehley.
I'm Ace Frehley. Fuck
Yeah.
yeah! I'm Ace Frehley.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was guy's name was Ace.
That's pretty cool.
Dude. He has the best real name.
Yeah, I just liked him because he had the little makeup around the inside of his eyelids, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool. That's gonna make me look sexy." Let me see if I can show you guys that.
Yeah.
Let me show you this amazing work that we got to really. Let me actually try to zoom in a little bit more, dude. Let me see. This is not even doing it really good justice. We're gonna have pictures posted and all that good shit. Everybody sounding good? We can hear everybody. Let me turn these.
I can't hear myself, so
I can hear myself.
You hear yourself better?
I can hear Bob. I can't hear me. Oh wait, I can kind of hear myself.
I can't hear my. Isn't that
I
a
can hear
feature
you.
though?
I hear both of you guys.
All right.
Okay, if you can hear us, then that's
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
I
hear
do.
everybody. Yeah, it could just be your shitty headphones. All right, and then
Okay,
we're gonna
cool.
do Let me see. Look at. Okay, so Gene Simmons.
Yes.
Let's see the tongue move.
wow. You
That's
actually have a pretty good
amazing.
tongue
Pretty good.
for it.
Pretty good.
Eating some pussy tonight. Woo!
So we're on
All right.
tongues. Think we're gonna be at?
All right, and then I should probably. I don't even think I made a position for all the way out yet, but I will. And we're just getting warmed up. These misogynists. So everybody had to get their makeup done in my tiny fucking bathroom, and everybody's just in here talking about women's bodies and shit. Well, poor Bella Ivy's like sequestered in my fucking shit box and just painting us up like
She did a good job.
she did a fucking amazing job. Everybody
job,
give it
yeah.
up for Bella Ivy,
Go for Belly Ivy.
please.
Aced.
Can you give her a big applause real quick?
I haven't heard this one yet.
And she has her own podcast. It's called Each Other's Soulmate. Is that correct? Yep. Each Other's Soulmate. And you guys can go check that out on iTunes. Am I correct? Spotify, Apple Podcasts. You guys can check that shit out. It's gonna be a real big hit because they got some funny people on there, and their whole gimmick is they talk about Sex of the City. That's what they're doing right now. They might pivot away. There's only a finite amount of episodes for that, but that's completely fine.
Are y'all going to talk about the
Maybe
new
for
series?
Girls Week we could all be Sex in the City characters.
Oh, I want to be Samantha. Can I be
Bella just lit
Samantha?
up over there.
I want to be Samantha. It's really going to be about wigs and costumes more than like makeup, right?
Can I get a horse mask and be fucking?
Sarah Jessica Parker. Yeah.
There we go. There we go.
Why don't we all be Sarah Jessica Parker?
Oh yeah. She's the real BoJack
Parker
Horseman.
brothers.
Have you done the? Have you talked about the new series? The new?
No, we're going in chronological order.
They have a new series.
That's yeah. It's called
And just like that.
and just like
Just
that,
like that.
That's
featuring
not as hot.
And are you gonna do like a special for the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
'cause
Star-
They're long.
and just like that, starring Bobby Lee.
Bobby Lee.
Bobby Lee's in it.
Yeah, he's like in the show. Why? Who knows?
He's the hunk.
What?
He's the hunk. Yeah, he's Mr. Big.
He's Mr. Big. All right.
Shit.
Wish I had a Chinese ching.
Ace.
We were listening to some Chinese shit earlier. That was so fucking fun.
Yeah.
Dude, it was
We're
awesome.
listening to Lucy Liu.
I feel very prepared to follow your instructions.
Very good. Is that? Well, I thought we were all listening to Bob. I thought he was running this thing. So, dude. So you know about Kiss? What is our personalities? I think we should act like our people. What's Ace Frehley like? What does he do? What is his character? His motivation?
I have no fucking clue.
All right, that's fine with me. What about, do you know anything about that Stanley fucker over there?
What about Chris?
Yeah.
Peter
What's his
Chris.
Chris?
All I know is that he was the first one to get kicked out.
Good. You at the very end. Of the
Sounds
fucking-
about right.
Me and fucking Gene over here at the top of the pile. You fuckers on the way out. Ski. That's why you're sitting next to the skeleton. I love it. Okay, what about Star Child over here?
Mr. Paul Stanley.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I thought I was like the real main guy.
No, he's the lead guitarist. That's all. He's
But I
like
thought-
him and Gene Simmons are like they're the star of the show pretty much.
Dude, you guys are?
Yeah, of course.
Fuck you. This is bullshit. I don't like this.
I know. I was like, I thought you were gonna be Gene Simmons. I'm the star, man.
Who's drums?
What?
Peter Criss.
That sounds about
Is
right.
that you?
Yeah, I'm
Get
drums.
the fuck in the back. Hide
So
yourself.
wait,
Bigger
Alonzo's
drums.
just like rhythm guitar?
Huh?
Alonzo's just like rhythm
I think
guitar?
I'm the guy
he's
that gets
bass.
everybody coke. What?
Oh, I thought you were bass.
No,
Wait,
Alonzo,
no, he's rhythm guitar. Yeah.
Alonzo's the theremin.
Oh, that's right. Gene Simmons is the bass. Yeah, but he.
I looked it up on Wikipedia earlier, so
You did?
I'm grilling.
That's
I
right.
really should. Yeah, I should have looked it up.
Yeah.
So let me see.
Actually, Bob, you're wrong.
Well, the problem is I tried to look something up, but I have face block. I have the face lock on like my internet and my messages, so I cannot message anyone to tell them what's up, and I also cannot look anything up.
Yeah, I learned that trying to pay at the gas station because I was the first one to get my makeup done. Alonzo's like, all right, you want to do a beer run? And I was like, can Bob do
Well,
it?
let me say, this is
And
how it
here-
happened.
here-
real
I'm
quick,
the
'cause
old guy, so yeah, I can do.
What
buy
happened is
beer
I have a
with otherwise.
finite amount of beer, but I always offer somebody a beer, and then they both wanted one. So I'm like, you guys got to go get some more beer over here because this is, yeah, you guys going to be drinking.
And I suggested, that Bob get it because his painting wasn't done. But Alonzo's like, go out there, get content.
Yeah.
And then Bob proceeded to not film anything.
Very Gene Simmons of you.
No phones anywhere, just one guy.
I'm not going to pick
Kiss
up that
makeup.
fucking
You
camera.
know, like he kind of looks like one of the gangs from the Warriors. You know.
yeah.
Oh.
Kind of do, yeah. The Baseball Furies.
The Baseball Furies. Yeah.
Totally.
This is kind of like ICP of the 70s.
Yeah. Pretty
Right?
much.
70s, 80s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The gas station that we went to was very afraid that I was like up to no good. Like I was about to at any moment, I don't know, have some
It's
joker.
We should go over there as four of us and be like, we heard you were treating fucking, what's this guy's name again? Paul Stanley?
Paul Stanley.
You're
Yeah.
treating Paul Stanley like a dick. What's going on with that? Gene, put the boots to him.
Well, I was saying all we have to do is
Get
put
my
on
boo
derby
boots on
caps and
his.
wear a
Stump
clockwork
'em.
orange.
What? Oh, yeah, right? We get some cod pieces?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be down with that. We should find, we should get the Duderman homie bros to fucking get their makeup on. We can have a gang roar.
Why don't we dress as them? Why don't we be the Duderman homie bros?
Okay.
Can we
do
make
brown
them do
face.
ICP?
Which
We'll
two
be
of us are going to
Kiss?
be Pat?
Get the Duderman Homie Bros to be like wrestling characters.
Yeah, I missed that. That was
Yeah,
great.
like Scott Ramos be Sting, or Patrick Christopher as the Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They always do wrestling beat
Yeah,
dudes? All right. We can do that. I like that. I
We
mean,
could
I don't
all
know
do
if we can do
wrestling.
that. We'd have to ask the expert in charge, Bella Ivy, if she can get that close
Yeah.
to those people.
I'll be Chris Benoit.
Chris Benoit.
Yeah, no makeup, but I'll just let people know I'm Chris Benoit.
We just have like a noose on.
Yeah.
You just carry a Bowflex with you.
Exactly. A
piece of it.
Bowflex and a Bible.
I want to be Crispin Glover.
You know WWE is like falling off because old Vince McMahon would have brought back the ghost of Chris Benoit with like a fucking...
That's how you know we're in the new attitude era.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is the new attitude.
New attitude.
What do
era.
we do without McMahon?
Dude, I remember I was supposed to change my fucking shirt before we started the show, but nope, I didn't. This is fucking horrible. Look at that shit.
I
dude.
love that you have Kiss makeup and a Gene Simmons tattoo. Not Gene Simmons, a Kiss makeup and an Anarchy tattoo.
Yeah.
Like you could not be any more not anarchic right
What?
now.
What are you talking about? I'm
Their
fucking Kiss.
Kiss is like the Walmart of rock and roll.
No, they're not.
They are,
AC/DC
bro.
is
are.
because
Yeah,
they released that one album through Walmart.
They know how to sell merchandise. That's all.
I wanna buy rollback deals all night.
That's like you
And
guys
until
remember.
11 p.m.
Yeah.
You guys,
Peace.
you guys remember that Yo Unbelievable, that new wave song?
Yeah.
Remember when they had a cheese package that was crumbles and
band
they had
actually did the
Yo
song.
Crumbelievable. They re-recorded this song for Crumbles, the now defunct cheese product, but it was a Yo Crumbelievable.
But they got paid double.
Oh, dude, of course they got paid in so many crumbles.
Well, I think didn't the Crumbles, wasn't that like an offshoot of Cheez-It?
I don't know what branding it is. It's probably under like, you know, Raytheon at this point.
What if
got money?
What if they only got paid in crumbles, but they held on to them, and now they're like running
Now
eBay?
they're worth a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they would have sold
Or
trading cards,
somebody
but
that made
crumbles
the-
are...
It was actually a great investment.
Or the Ozempic commercial.
It's like the artist who made the Facebook logo.
Auto parts. Ow!
All right. Let's get to our first topic, ladies and gentlemen. Puff Daddy.
P. Diddy.
P. Diddy went down. And so here's the thing that's really annoying me. Is everybody keeps on bringing up these 1,000 bottles of lube and shit. That's what everybody's saying. And I made a hilarious joke. We should do a song, 1,000 bottles of lube on the wall, 1,000 bottles of lube. And then fucking Sam's like, oh, I already heard that one. So Sam pissed me the fuck off with that one.
No, I was telling you I've heard the song.
You haven't heard the bit?
No.
1,000 bottles of lube on the wall, 1,000 bottles of lube.
That's what I'm saying. I've heard
Take
the song.
one down, rub it on fucking...
Shouldn't we try to do it as Kiss?
Yeah.
1,000 bottles of lube on the wall. Oh, you're the singer, right? You do it. Come on.
1,000 bottles of lube on the wall. Get
don't
up,
sing.
put some
Gene
lubes
sings.
on the wall. Get up.
Yeah, there we go.
Put it all over your all
we go.
over your face.
Yeah, there we go. Come on.
Yeah.
All right.
Alonzo,
I'm just thinking. I'm thinking of.
Alonzo, I'm going to let you know. I checked the Wikipedia. I sing.
I sing
No.
what?
Gene is the bassist and co-lead singer.
Oh, he is?
Yes.
Yeah,
You're the
Paul,
singer.
Paul Stanley's the actual front man.
I'm
Yeah.
stupid. All right, go on. Get it. Okay.
And then I wrote a song about an octopus.
Talk to him.
Yo, Diddy is in. He's so in right now.
No,
He's
here's
so
the thing,
hot.
though. First off, why? But
The
everybody's like,
90s are back.
The 90s are so back.
oh my God. Thing is like, why did the feds that's just such a bullshit fact that they're trying to make fun of them? Because here's the thing: is like, what's an appropriate amount of bottles of lube? You know what I mean? Like, at what point are you like? Because I'm saying, how many? He has a big fucking house. Maybe you want to fucking jack off and you're in your East Wing and shit, you know? Or you got about 4 or 5 of your best friends about to run train on your chick and shit, and you need a couple bottles of lube.
What about?
I guess a lot of people just didn't shop at that one day at Costco.
I was just gonna say he's got a Costco membership and he's taking advantage of it. So fuck you guys. Sorry, he has storage.
Yeah, exactly. If you're buying as much lube as Diddy, he probably buys a crate of it and shit. And here's the whole thing: were they all full bottles, or were they like what, 1,000 half-used bottles of lube and shit?
He
Okay,
could
maybe
be
that's a problem.
recycling.
Were all the bottles found together, or maybe like he bought it in bulk, misplaced it, and then the next time he's
And
like,
how
"Damn it,
big
I
is
need
a bottle?
I need to
You
get
know,
some
like
more."
how big are these bottles that they find a little package of lube and like put that on the bottle?
Maybe
thing?
they're travel size.
Whose thumbs on this fucking scale is what I want to know.
Maybe he's doing it for like sex ed purposes, like giving out condoms.
Is lube a fucking crime now?
Yeah, to all
Is
those
it a
children.
crime to have 1,000 bottles of lube now? Like 1,000 guns or some shit? I
Seriously.
thought, what the fuck is this shit? A man wants to stockpile some fucking lube. Let the man do it. Okay, I'm not talking about that other shit. But here's the thing: they're getting him for sex trafficking. Back in my day, we called that pimping. All right. But now, but what? Yeah, but you see a black man up on the stand and shit, they're going to throw that word sex trafficking at him and shit. Drug trafficking. That's called selling a homeboy a dime sack in the hood where I come from. Ace Frehley's. Ace Frehley's.
I didn't know Ace Frehley was such an apologist for P. Diddy.
What if they just try to get him on like they can't get him on actual pimping, so they just try to get him on like customs having like too much lube and selling it underground.
Import taxes. Got him
Import lube, yeah.
Import that
Finest.
lube.
Got to
Versace
beat a guy
lube.
when he's down. Well, I mean, what has he done other than try to add to the population? He's not like a school shooter or something. Like, to your point, that's lube. That's increasing the chances that more talented black men come into this world.
Yeah, sliding through the door.
Yeah.
It's a fucking class.
But he did take out one talented black man.
Who?
Rest in peace, Tupac.
Good job.
Good job.
1 second. Here's the joke that I've been doing on stage whenever I remember about P. Diddy. It's like, wouldn't that be so funny if they found 1,000 bottles of lube and then Tupac? He was just there at P. Diddy's house and shit.
Alive and content.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
fine.
It's like, yeah, I had to be gay. I knew you guys wouldn't accept me. The only one that would is P. Diddy.
This would destroy the East and West Coast.
The only reason he beat that bitch in the hotel is because she saw me and she was about to run and tell the fucking feds. Tupac chased after her in a towel and said, "No, you don't. No, you don't."
Dude, I heard that. So there's a sex slave that they like interrogated years ago who said that Khaled is
sex
gay.
slave?
Yeah,
Sex slave?
a sex slave for Diddy. Like he lived with them and he got, I guess, paid. Maybe paid.
Then that's not a slave, is
He
it?
got paid in
She's a
Crumbelievables.
prostitute.
He got paid in Crumble. But no, he
That's
was
a
saying,
sex indentured servant.
no, he was saying
That's
Khaled.
not
There
a
you
prostitute. That's a
No, he was
sex
like
servant.
casually throwing out that DJ Khaled is gay.
DJ Khaled.
Dude, imagine being a twink being fucked by DJ Khaled.
I know. His,
Just
like,
on his jet ski.
his rolling belly just rolling over your ass.
Meanwhile, he's just saying stupid shit to you.
Exactly. I trying to motivate you and shit. Like,
God did. God did.
there's a king inside your asshole right now. You want to get to my level? You start fucking.
There was
twins
also
like you.
some theory that
Get to where
he's.
I am.
There's some theory that he's autistic, and that's.
That's a theory. What do you mean?
Why is that
Dude,
theory?
I don't know because what? How can you confirm this?
I think the best one, and this probably does confirm it a little, is there's a Snapchat of him where he like keeps saying, "Bring out the lobster."
Bring out the whole ocean.
And then they bring out the lobster, but you can tell that he just like has started to phonetically enjoy saying "bring out
Yes,
the lobster." So as the lobster's still in front of him, he does another three.
Holy shit.
Bring out the lobster.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find this for the audience.
There's
real
one
quick.
where he's his private cook has made something for him, and he's in the backyard, and he just keeps saying, "What's that?" That's eggs. What's that? That's eggs with cheese. What's that? That's eggs. What's that? It's like it's self-soothing. He's self-soothing.
No, know who else is really you know who is really autistic definitely is fucking Gucci Man.
DJ has one of those
see
hug
that.
machines. DJ has to go in his hug machine when he gets scared.
I'm gonna simulcast this shit. So I'm playing this shit on the TV over here, but I'm also gonna play it for the audience so you guys can hear. Yeah, well, god damn it, one
Oh,
second.
great. We get to see what you search for.
God damn it,
Mr. Beast, Miss Rachel.
Oh, no. SNL. Are you hoping that they'll come and give you an audition?
This is bullshit.
How to contact Lorne Michaels.
DJ. Dude, I'll look up some foul shit too. So I really need to make this quick.
I'm always doing like try-on hauls and massages if I'm trying to just do like some soft core, you know?
All right, let's see.
Massage instructionals and
Let me see.
oh, this is the best.
Have you seen this?
He doesn't know how to play a fucking guitar. He has zero talent.
Let's see. I play this for the audience. Okay, let's see.
Plays beautiful intro on.
Get a close up, get a close up, get a close up of the case, the guitar.
Guitar?
You know what I'm saying? And a special note from the Marley family. Shout out to the Marley. Melissa, can you read this for me? Can you read this?
Oh
to
yeah,
the
he
world,
can't read.
please?
That's another theory.
DJ Khaled, we're excited to share this new guitar with you. As someone who has an appreciation for Bob Marley's life and music, we want you to be one of the first to play the Gilded 20 Marley, based on Bob's at-home songwriting.
He's looking at it like,
guitar
what
for
is
56
this?
Hope Road. This guitar inspired
What am I holding?
songs that help
The fuck am I
unite
holding,
the
man?
world, and we hope it gives you inspiration as well.
No.
That's not the original. God damn it. Never mind. It's like ruining it. One second. There we go.
We're gonna get claimed.
God damn it. Oh yeah, you're right. Might actually. It's a fucking good point. All right, one second. I'm trying to play this for the fucking boys over here.
Don't worry, the OG you will not get claimed for. It is so
original. Where's the original one? There we go. Original. There we go. Is this?
Yeah, this is the new one.
designer?
I'm a web designer. I'm a web designer. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, describe because I can't see.
Yeah, is the makeup going into your eyes, Bob?
Is it?
I don't know. I'm
All
just
right,
curious.
let's see.
Can you see?
1, 2,
No, it's
3.
just like I don't have my glasses. That's why.
Oh, wait a second.
It's on your phone, home.
I know it's on my fucking phone. One second. Okay, that's.
Get a close up, get a close up, get a close up of the case.
I just want to play the fucking
The
ending.
guitar.
God damn it.
Guitar.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's
And a
watch it all
special
again, I
note
guess.
from the Marley
I think it's
family.
worth watching
Shout out
again
to
because of the Marley family.
Melissa,
Watch
can
how
you
he
read
looks
this
up
for
and
me?
down
Can you
the
read this to the
guitar.
world, please?
Can you read this for the world?
DJ Khaled.
Look at
we're
his
excited
fingering.
to
Look
share
at his
this
finger
new guitar
position.
with you.
Nothing.
As someone who has an appreciation for Bob Marley's life and music, we want you to be one of the
He
first
holds
to play
it
the
like
Gilded
I held
20
it.
Marley.
I've never
like
played
Based
one
on
love.
Bob's at-home songwriting, guitar from 56 Hope Road. This guitar inspired songs that help unite the world, and we hope it gives you inspiration as well.
Jam Rock. Welcome to Jam Rock.
Oh my
terrible.
god.
Why even do that?
That's so awful. Come on.
This is literally what I did when I was like 8 years old, and my brother had bought a guitar, and he let me pick it up, and that's exactly what I did. I squeezed the fucking neck, and I just slammed my fucking hand into it, making no noise, not even moving my hand up and down. And this guy lives in a mansion in Florida.
You're thinking
Because
he's
he's
afford
gay
to get
with
a guitar
everyone.
lessons.
So you said that there's a Jane's Addiction fight that I got to watch. Is that correct?
Oh yeah, it's pretty good.
So
Yeah, it's really good.
should I watch this red version or this blue
No,
version?
that's the blue version. That's the best version.
This one
That's
right
like
here?
very high. Yeah.
That one? Okay, let me pull it
Yeah.
up on the phone. so
Dude,
the audience
he
can hear
is-
it.
The red version's such fucking
I haven't
bullshit.
seen it yet, but I've heard.
I don't like the red cut.
Let
I
me
like the
see.
blue cut.
I'm a big blue cut guy. Yeah.
I've been caught fighting.
Of the colors series, blue is my favorite.
When I was drunk.
Yeah.
And he
Just
also,
shit,
by the
fuck
way,
Dave.
he looks like he's wearing a mask of his face. No, go down. Not ET.
What? God damn it! You guys not on
That one.
that
That one.
That's the one.
This one right here.
Yeah.
He looks like he's
Harry
wearing a
Farrell
mask
flips
of
out
his
that one.
face.
All right, 1 second. So it says this one says this. Okay, it's about 1 minute before. That's okay. We're synced up. We're syncing up. We got our syncs synced up right now. All right, let's go. And
It's a gay
it's a
fucking fight.
All right, let me see.
It's a fight.
All right. It's a little off sync, but fuck it.
Yeah, it's not the most like vocal video. How dare you host Ink Masters?
Hey, Dave, I was doing that. Why you stop making out with me every night?
Apparently, someone gives him a good punch.
Yeah.
What did he do that for?
The drummer gives him a good punch.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be terrible if that's how you found out they're lip syncing?
I like the fact that
That's their Ashley Simpson moment.
I think it'd be cool if Dave Navarro's hat had like a riot shield that would come out of it to protect him from getting injured. Like his hat is so big so it can like keep him safe in case an
They
attack.
just have a bulletproof wall separating their sides of the
yeah,
stage.
this is a
actually-
classic JD
yeah.
Vance.
I just realized I
Trump
had both
situation.
fucking audios going up over each other because I had it going from the computer and the fucking phone. That's fine though.
Well, that's a fun
That's so
chaos.
Here's the thing. Usually I got this TV guys over here, and it's usually fucking connected and stuff. But I wasn't able to do it. I didn't want to restart the stream to restart the computer and shit. It wasn't gonna happen like that. Alonzo wasn't gonna fucking do all that. But let's turn that off. So did we ever figure out what happened with that whole shit or what?
He's a druggie.
Yeah, I think they've been canceling pretty much every show since.
Yeah, I don't think they have a good
Let's
relationship.
do this one more time. I like that move though. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Move. I see it.
His whole look just gives me like Jacob Marley in, A Christmas Carol. Just the hair and like he's like got chains. It just looks like he's like a ghost from.
Look at his face. He looks so
Ghost from
shocked that
Christmas
that would be
Past or
happening
whatever.
to him. Look at his little face right here. He's like, what?
Well, Dave's very calm. He's like, what? What did I do? He's just literally just
I
playing.
know.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Dave Navarro's really cool to hang out with. You can't see it.
Meanwhile, Dave has his Kiss makeup on. It's a little fruity Kiss
Maybe he found
makeup.
out this guy fucked his chick or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
At the concert.
Well, it wouldn't be the first in the last 2 weeks of a likable rock star who's actually just an absolute whore.
Who are you talking about?
Dave
Diddy?
Navarro.
No, not Diddy. Diddy we knew. No, I'm talking about
Dave Navarro?
Foo Fighters guy.
Oh,
Hey, what
Dave
happened to
Grohl?
them?
Dave Grohl?
Yeah, Dave Grohl.
Okay.
What happened to Dave Grohl?
Dave Grohl got caught. He basically had to admit that he cheated on his wife.
He's a fucking rock star. Who gives a shit?
Didn't he get her pregnant?
I think Dave Grohl has gotten so many groupies. I can't even
It
count.
does
so,
kind of
yeah.
feel like I'm not
There
surprised.
goes my hero.
Exactly.
Dave Grohl.
Too bad he wasn't the one that shot himself to death.
I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah. For a second,
It's fucking Dave Grohl over here.
That's a deep cut.
He used to hang out with Kurt Cobain.
Yeah,
He was the drummer for Nirvana.
he
you
was
know.
in the band. I like that. That's how you
Yeah.
describe your time in a band. You're just hanging out with them.
Yeah.
Why did Perry
Hey,
and
it's
Dave
not like you have
fight?
to. You don't necessarily have to be friends to be in a band.
That's
I
true.
know.
Yeah, you can hate each other.
Oh, there's a lot of bandmates that hate each other. They're
I mean,
still playing.
I'm the Chris guy. Y'all are gonna kick me out soon, right?
Of course.
Why did I get kicked out? Do you know?
I have no idea because you're fucking with our groupies. So drummers don't get groupies. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's kind of the opposite of the case. I've heard that drummers are the ones that get down the most. Like they're the kind of the more cool, like behind the scenes, like doing that kind of shit.
Yeah.
I'll fuck your pussy in 3/8.
That's crazy. 'cause
Were
I
you
mean-
leading or dragging? Were you leading or dragging when I came inside of you? I love to see J.K. Simmons like hard fucking and just saying like the monologues from that movie.
It's like between that character and Oz, and now he's just trying to sell me insurance.
Good neighbor.
We
State
are
Farm is in.
farmers. Da, 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 fucking your ass.
You're gonna get State Farm, pussy, aren't you?
We've
If
got
anybody in chat knows why the fuck David Navarro and Perry fucking fought, because all this is
We've got
bullshit.
insurance for your
They
pussy.
canceled half of the other half of the thing, and the guy's apologizing, but then Navarro's like, "Oh, there's no way for us to reasonably do it. We feel bad for the fans, but I don't feel safe with Perry going up there to maybe kick my ass." He didn't even do anything. He bumped into him.
It's the same as Kyle
Bullshit.
Gass.
What a
This
fucking
is a
pussy.
This is a Kyle Gass situation.
It really is. This
One guy publicly has a weird thing happen, and then they all have to act like they don't know him. Like, oh, we've completely separated from blah 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 blah.
It gives the more successful one the avenue to do what they want.
Exactly. They always get to be like they split off.
It's like Jack Black finally got to get rid of Kyle Gass again,
Jack Black gets to look like the good guy.
so he can be Steve in Minecraft.
Rickety-doo-doo, I'm Steve.
I'm
You
gonna
wanna
get
know
a song
something
on
worse
this
than the
album.
Trump assassination attempt?
All right, thank you for bringing that up. So Trump assassination thing, right? So
Number 2.
here's a weird thing, right? Yeah, so we had one Trump assassination, nobody really cared. The second one, I don't think anybody cared. I don't even think Trump really cared. Is that going to be a new thing? Is that going to be like a new, like, if Trump does get elected, or even if he doesn't, is it going to be like every month it's going to be like, and another guy arrested for trying to kill Trump?
This is the school shooter trend, right?
That's what I'm
like,
saying, but
Like
if
it was
you're
like
Trump
it was
shooter.
rare in the 90s, and then like every like day a school shooting
But
happened.
just Trump, though. Just like
Trump.
You know what I mean? And not just the shooting, but just like, yeah, Trump. Somebody tried to take Trump, like he's Castro or some shit. You
or
know?
the Pope. He's gonna have to be in a car that's
He's gonna
plexiglass.
have an exploding golf club.
Do you ever see those golf clubs you could buy that you could piss into? It just looked like a putter.
What?
It was like a big. It was like a big round handled putter, and there was a little like plate thing you could put over, and you could piss on the green and not get caught with your dick out. And you could
Really?
I
piss
thought
into
that's
this
just what
putter.
people did.
I don't know why you need to hide it. Just go to the woods. But this was a thing you
Yeah,
could buy.
I searched for a
That sounds
goose.
like a good idea.
I always wanted one just because it would be fun to piss into a putter in my room and not have to go out for lunch or dinner, you know?
Speaking of no, wait, not. Speaking of the Red Hot Chili Peppers, that's how I go up on stage.
Yeah.
What a nice segue.
Take my 19-year-old.
I'm sorry, I fell down that fucking Perry Dave shit. That really tripped me the fuck out. I think you're right. I think he just wanted to do something else, but I don't know.
He was just mumbling mean shit to him the entire show.
Fucking clear.
You look like a bitch.
You suck. You suck.
1 second. Yeah, and also
I am the Ink Master.
And I hate to be this person, but let's see. Let's open this in a new tab.
Sure, got Carmen Electra.
Look at that fucking. They both look like homos, and they're super old men. They both look like they would sell you like a piece of jewelry that gave you powers, but also had a curse at the end of it or something. You know?
Yeah, they look like they look like the one like soothsayer in an Ernest Goes to Halloween movie. You know, like he'd be like the street guy, the street vendor of wares, and you'd walk up to him, and yeah, you'd buy like a crystal that would have some kind of bad juju.
Look at this giant.
This is from the even gayer porn parody of Brokeback Mountain.
let me pull this up because now I'm just dude. Imagine the fucking. This makes me want to learn how to play guitar. You can just dress like a fucking gypsy wizard and shit. And then even this guy, like, look, he's kind of conservative, but he's got this retarded fucking ring. What is that thing?
Checking his clipboard.
Wait,
he's got a compass that like takes him to his heart or something. I don't know what.
No, you're good. I was just making sure they could see that screen because I keep looking at this screen accidentally.
Don't look at that screen.
I know. I'm sorry.
I'm so stupid that I even brought this up. This
them.
screen, all this screen right here does is show that I can't trust my friends. Look at my search history.
Ginger, turn off the screen. Ginger, turn off the screen.
Please. Yeah. Nobody gets to look at the screen anymore. We're not reacting to shit.
By the way, your cat keeps trying to climb up the back of the couch to touch Mr. Bones, and it's the cutest thing ever.
Good.
Aww.
I gave Ginger a little pet. We gave Ginger
You
a
didn't
little
touch
pet.
my cat.
I did.
It's not your fucking. It's not up to you to do.
We gave eye contact. That's enough. That was enough consent.
I don't like this shit. People over here molesting my fucking cat. Where's my phone?
I love your cat.
Alonzo said if the podcast doesn't go well, he's turning off the water and we have to drive home like this.
I actually want to go see my dog and just see how my dog feels about this whole thing. And I'm going to meow at my dog and just see what happens.
You might lose your nose.
Yeah, she can be pretty mean. She's a full German Shepherd.
Oh, nice.
People always ask. They're like, is she Malamute? No, full German. And I say it like that, forceful like that. Full fucking German.
Germanic, very airy.
Yeah.
I got a Brussels Shepherd. It's kind of the same, but it's gay.
I got an old.
I got a Polish Shepherd. It's been invaded.
Okay.
Oh.
So I had a bit about the Haitian cats. I wanted to save it for this show.
And is it going to be fresh and something no one else has ever said about it?
Is Dan listening?
I don't know. I don't give a fuck. Let me go to the chat real quick.
It's not there.
Let's see. Interesting Saturday morning y'all have. Lexi Jade in the chat. Zandy. Dave's best role was Bill and Ted 2. I don't know what you're talking about. Does Dave carry a white lighter? Who's Dave? Navarro! There we go. Thank you. Sorry about that.
or Navarro?
Drummers be banging all day. Zandy Ramirez. Very true. Not just the drums. Oh, shit. At least all state has khakis.
We should look into Navarro.
Only beef Dave Navarro need to beef over are being too similar. Only Dave and Navarro. I can smell their barbecue leather hats. Brokeback Mountain. Yes, Bob. The bird that feather belong to is insulted. Oh, talking about the picture back over here. Let's go back over here to these guys. She was roasting them along with us, but I wasn't reading chat. I got the fucking lower thirds up. All right, let's go back to my Haitian cat bit. Everybody's waiting for it.
Eating the cats.
All right. Here's my thing about Haitian cat bit, right? First off, if I was a guy from Haiti, you guys ever seen what Haiti looks like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not very nice. It's pretty shitty, right? So imagine like the legends that they tell about this amazing place in America where it's like, oh, there's a place in America where the cats are so fat. They just are fed by these people. And they just walk right up to you and they rub their head on you, just crying, eat me, eat me, eat me. You just pluck them from the ground like delicious apples from the tree. This amazing place called America.
And you could see like someone on a boat going to America and they're seeing like kind of like images like whizzing past their head, right?
Kitty cats.
Like a cat like lapping up milk and like
Well, it's like one of those cartoons where it's like where you see like a pig that's just like basting itself and shit like that. That's what our cats look like. They're just like licking themselves like, please, don't you want some of this?
Well, no, they're a hungry wolf, and when they look at the cat transforms into a basted...
Oh, yeah, because the whole point is like, imagine a fucking Haitian cat. How hard those got to be to catch. Because try to catch an American cat. Yeah, but now try to catch a Haitian cat and shit. They'd be like, oh, the delicious fruit of the cat that I can never taste. And they come to America and they got got these fat fucking cats. Just walk right up to him, just screaming at him, eat me, eat me, eat me, Mr. Haitian.
I think it's the Haitians are trying to escape Haiti, where cats have taken over and gang style murders, and they're trying to get away, and they're like, now we got to get retribution on the cats by killing American cats and eating them.
And people say, oh, they're not eating the cats. Who gives a fuck if they are?
Well, I feel the same way. Who gives a fuck?
I mean, as long as they're stray cats, here's the thing. If they're a stray cat, eat the fuck out of it, because I mean, who gives a shit? But I mean, I love cats. I love cats. But all the same thing is like, oh, they're eating ducks at the pond. I'm like, okay, so if they eat a fish at the pond, that would be bad. But they eat a fucking duck. We all eat duck. That's an expensive fucking thing. These Haitians are thinking outside the fucking box.
Hell yeah.
And hey, rumor has it a stray cat is who killed their president.
Oh, in a military coup.
Yeah,
a military cat coup.
Exactly.
Kitty coup.
A mew. In a mew.
Yes, Zandy, they say it just like Fabi. All black people in accents talk like Fabi for me. That is correct, chat.
They're technically like French there. They speak a Creole.
Yeah.
Big Creole.
Like, who's from Haiti, that musician? She's, what's her name?
Wyclef Jean?
Maybe, but Bella, who's the musician, the female musician who's from Haiti?
Bob Marley.
What the fuck does that have to do with it? I love it. You're like, hey, you know this thing that nobody knows about? Let's talk about it.
Two times.
No. Sorry.
What the fuck?
Sorry, I really put the brakes on the show. My bad.
Bella, you don't know that one Haitian woman?
Who?
Sorry, I'm that's very misogynistic of me to just assume as a woman you would know all female singers.
FK.
I would look it up, but my fucking Google is face protected.
It's Lauryn Hill, right?
It's got to be Lauryn Hill.
Yeah.
Let's see if this will fucking work.
I don't know. She was in the Fugees with Wyclef Jean, so I mean.
So yeah, on all the Fugees technically.
Hello, caller. You're on Bad First Impressions Live. Who are we talking to?
Hi, this is Jim Swaddle-Hausenberg. I am Drew Blues' attorney.
All right.
Oh, no.
Awesome.
Joe. Hey, how's it going, Jim?
Can you tell us your name one more time?
You know, I'm a little perturbed because you're always talking about my client on your show, yet you never invite him, and you just have a bunch of hacks on your show all the damn time.
That's true.
Cool.
No lies detected.
I wouldn't place that in the hearsay category. We are hacked.
Yeah, I mean, look at Sam Haynie. He looks like a pussy even without the face makeup.
He does look very vaginal, sir. That is correct.
He is a pussy. That's what it is.
Pussy is pussy does.
Yeah. I've invited Drew Blues on the show like every day.
John Tuttle's got like one good joke. You know, Bob Dell. I mean, that's just too easy.
You sound like a photograph of a school shooter.
How does a sound? How can a photograph have sound?
There's just something about it.
At least I have one more joke than your client.
Drew Blues just falls into buildings like the Kool-Aid Man.
How are you guys falling for this? You guys are so easily manipulated. You know, that was my first reaction. Is like, let me talk shit about Drew. When some guy calls in and says,
"You think we fell for it, making fun of Drew?"
Yes, you fell for it. Because my first thing was going to say, I'd love to have Drew on the show if he could fucking sit on my couch without breaking it. But I didn't fall for that. All right, I didn't fall for the fucking easy trap. That you guys
with school shooter picture.
Somebody calls in is like, oh, I'm Drew's whatever, and he's better than you. You guys are like, no, I hate Drew. Don't hate this guy. Hate Swaddleberg.
I went after Swaddleberg.
Doing what they do to us. These people.
I don't hate a man for representing his client.
Listen.
I mean,
Swaddleberg is dividing the podcast once again.
Comment.
All
I
right.
could just Drew Blue just call in. I mean, come on.
Drew
To the
Blues is
cloud.
lawyer.
What? Drew Blues doesn't want anything to do with this show because I don't know. I don't know. He doesn't want
He's
anything to do
afraid
with
he's
the
going to
show.
break your couch.
My client has repeatedly reached out trying to get on this program, and you, sir, have denied him. We have the receipts.
How did he reach out?
How did he do that?
I don't
He
think he's
reached
ever
out
reached
to
his
the-
arm up without having a heart attack. But go on.
Gave him a note and barbecue sauce.
We gotta butter him out of the door. That's why.
We're going to shove so much goddamn litigation up your ass. You need to stop talking about my client unless you'd like to have him on the program.
Well, you have to fucking pull John Tuttle's dick
Look,
out
I won't
first.
talk about Drew Blues. I'll talk about Michael Sandoval.
Michael. Oh,
Never heard
Holy shit! I forgot I had to write that down somewhere. I never did, but that's fine. Well, sir, thanks a lot for calling in and basically being par for the course for this show. I realize that having too many of these A-type. This is why Kiss never worked out. I got too many of these fucking A-type personalities here. We're all jumping for the joke, stepping on Alonzo's hilarity. Like when he said I'm gonna shove litigation up your ass, I said you got to pull John Tuttle's cock out first. But guess who just stepped over that? Like fucking John Tuttle, fucking stepping on my gay humor. It's all good though. I love everybody. Swaddleberg,
Swallburger,
are you still there? He's still there. Hey, you know what? You sound like a pretty cool guy.
Swaddlehausenberg.
Swaddlehausenberg.
Oh, that means you're German Jew. You're not. Yeah, you're different.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, my great grandparents were a bunch of freaks.
That makes sense.
That's cool.
All right. It was great talking to you, boss man. You give us a call back soon. We'll work this shit out. All right, let's get back to it. So apparently there's a video of some sort of SWAT robot or whatever. I'm supposed to be watching this shit real quick. 1 second. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's check this out. This also fucking dude. Everything. That's gotta stop being a perverted person because all these internet things just keep on lying and saying that, just saying horrible things. Let's see. No, there we go. All right. So you guys can't see it. So let me turn it over here so you guys can kind of see it.
Yeah, this is like a cop, like a
what is this
standoff, and they brought in a cop robot on wheels to kind of bring the heat down and kind of stop this guy from doing any more.
Do we know what he's doing?
He's holed up inside of what looks like a motel, but I don't know what he's doing in
Pretty
there.
sure this is how they arrested Chris Chan.
I think so.
Oh, Chris Chan.
They had a robot disguised as a child. It drove in and
as his mom.
You gotta put that pedo jacket on Chris Chan. He's a mom fucker.
True, you're right. I'm sorry.
Disabled.
Ew.
All right, let's see. I thought
Whoa,
that's
genius.
the only part that I saw was him putting the.
Well, the
sheet
ending
on
is
the
really
thing.
where it's at.
All right, let's
But-
see.
He gets in there. The robot gets in there though with a pepper spray.
What was that one movie? Whatever, something circuits or whatever. it's on
Johnny
Disney?
5, yeah, circuit, yeah,
Short circuit.
short circuit.
Short circuit. Yeah, it looks like the short circuit
Watch
robot.
this though. This ending is great.
Is he wearing a karate suit? No. I thought he was wearing a gi.
Watch what the robot does to really.
Oh, did it fucking pepper spray him? Is that? It looks like he's covering his eyes. I think it shoots some pepper spray in there. Do we know?
I'm not looking.
Oh shit! Ah, damn.
Even
Pulling
if
his
I got
pants down.
pepper sprayed, I'd be like, I can't be right next to this robot. Like,
What the fuck? Just the imagery of his pants getting pulled down and it driving over his body.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You didn't get a chance to see it? I'll replay it for you real quick. 1 second. Let's.
It pulls his pants down and shows his red underwear, his red butt, and then it drives over.
It's so
him.
weird because everything else he had on was white. You would have thought the underwear was white too.
You wear red so they don't see that you're bleeding out of your ass.
That's a good point. So you see that?
Yeah.
So where did he go
yeah,
wrong,
all
class?
this is missing is a giant skid mark on his underwear.
He went wrong in being not as aggressive towards the robot.
Even though he got pepper sprayed and needed to like get a moment, he should have bear crawled further down.
How heavy is that shit? Because wouldn't you just try to lift it up over the fucking
At
railing?
that moment, he should have started crawling the other way, but he's trying to take care of his eyes.
Also, what's wrong with his door? Why couldn't he leave out the door?
Oh, he probably barricaded it so they couldn't come in.
Yeah.
This is the best part.
But then unbarricaded and sprint past the robot.
This is like the first.
I think going through the
two
window wasn't a
underwears
bad
on.
idea, honestly. I think
two underwears on.
also, yeah, I mean, here's the thing.
Down the red one and reveals a third one.
Here's the thing. Let's not all act like dude, this guy is probably high on meth, probably coming down because he's been there for a few hours and shit.
He hasn't seen a human in hours.
Yeah, you got a robot coming in there, dude. I wouldn't have expected him to shoot fucking pepper spray, even though I should have. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna be playing a lot of things there. I don't know. So okay, let's all keep this in mind. What are we gonna do when we have the SWAT robot coming to our house? Put some shit over our faces, possibly. I don't know.
Yeah.
Get milk in the fridge before you have the standoff.
Just throw water on it.
Just a learning moment is what I like to say.
Get a water pail.
You gave me a good idea, like for like a coming of age type book. It's like, all I want is like think like Catcher in the Rye. Like all I want is human contact, and this damn robot's the one arresting me.
Yeah,
I would have easily gone away to some human cops.
Yeah, it's like a young adult novel set in a future where there's like one human on every planet, and then everybody else is a robot, and this one guy cannot get along with these robots.
And these robots are just obsessed with pantsing you.
Pants. That's why he has multiple pairs of clothing on, because he knows that robot's going for at least 2 layers.
Yeah, it's like the Weezer Pork and Beans video.
I wonder if because they have that one robot over there in probably San Francisco or some fucking piece of shit city. But you've seen that robot that they got walking around and stuff. They got like a robot cop.
It's walking around. Oh, is it the one that's like kind of like a barrel shape and kind of rolls around and looks at you and is like, I'm watching and I'm also recording. It's crazy shit.
It looks like a dialect from fucking Doctor Who or whatever.
Yeah, it looks like a Dalek.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I wanted to play this clip real quick. 1 second.
I've seen those in Austin.
This is on World Star. Oh, it's probably gonna play an ad. 1 second. Let me see if it does. No. Yeah. Hell yeah.
We need alcohol.
That's right. All right. This is Diddy on Conan.
There's D.
Okay. Now we need alcohol. Right. Alcohols. Right. Not just one alcohol. Alcohols. Right.
Alcohols.
Different blend. You need the ladies. You need the booze. You need some water. Oh, watering plants? No, I don't know if guys have noticed this. Like, a lot of ladies drink water at parties. They just, so if you don't have what they need, they're going to leave. Right. Got to keep them there. Right. Need locks on the doors.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
This is sounding kind of dangerous now. It's a little kinky, but rock for me, but just check it out. You need a lot of heat. A lot of heat. Yeah. Heat. You mean that physically the place has to be hot? You don't have no air conditioning. No air conditioning. No.
Why?
Heat affects the alcohol, and it also affects, like, everybody gets a little bit more comfortable and loose. Builds up a nice little sweat. That just sounds disgusting. What are you talking about? Depends on the way you look at it. People start getting gets kind of sexy. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, you sexy.
Oh.
So,
Wow.
Thankfully, in 2003, people were uncomfortable with it, but not uncomfortable enough.
Here's what I'm saying. Yeah. What about that was wrong? What the fuck did he say that was wrong? They're just trying to take it out of context. All he did, and
it's like
sorry, you can't hear what he's saying, but he's all like, "Oh, what you need is alcohol. You need water. You need heat.
AC.
You turn the heat up and stuff like that, and get everybody partying and stuff." What about that is wrong? He didn't say, "Oh, you need to fucking beat a bitch. You need to fucking put roofies in her drink."
Why would he say that on live television?
Well, they're trying to make it seem weird because, like, oh, see, doesn't this give you a whole different reality? I'm like, no, it sounds like he's talking about fucking throwing a regular party. You can't. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I hate when like something bad happens and you're like, oh, we got to relook at everything now. And I'm like, all right, but now you're just reaching. You're just like
think saying locks on the doors and water to keep
I want some fucking locks on the doors when I'm doing coke at Diddy's party. It's gonna bust in on me, fucking Diddy in the ass. He's obviously Alonzo's gay for Diddy.
See, it seems like
where we put the lock on the door.
It seems like you're just trying to defend some possible accusations on the way.
He's not trying to dehydrate them. That's why the waters are there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that Diddy. Here's the thing. We all know that Diddy fucking used a kettlebell to beat his fucking son's football coach up with and shit like that. We all know that Diddy's grabbing chicks by the back while wearing a towel that doesn't fall off, by the way. Only wearing a towel and shit, and then starts stomping her in the head and shit, and then drags her back to the hotel room. We know this shit. So why do we got to go out of our way and be like 1,000 bottles of lube? It's a big fucking house. He has a lot of people there.
Yeah, so kick
and also, if you use one bottle of lube and you're like, oh, is that the bottle of lube that we used for the fucking, I don't know. Let's just use another. Open up a new bottle because I don't know where that bottle of lube's been. You know what I mean? Like, I can see easily how you're going through a bunch of bottles of lube because you're like, shit, I don't know.
Do you think that Nelly song's about a Diddy party?
Which one?
Getting hot in here?
Getting hot here.
Yeah.
So there you go. See, these are the questions we're asking ourselves. That's what you need to be looking at. Which songs are about fucking having sex with Diddy? Having homosexual sex with Diddy.
Oh, Diddy knows everything.
What if it even is, so take off all your clothes? He's actually saying that to Diddy. Like, not even like...
He's been at Diddy's party, that's why.
What if Nelly and Diddy fuck?
No, he's like, you're the host. Come on.
Yeah.
Why do all of us have to take our clothes off and you just get to sit there?
You're the host. You're expected to provide the lube.
and the water.
Doors.
Turn off the heat. Turn off the AC.
Here's the thing, if I had 1,000 bottles of lube in this small apartment, okay, we might have some questions. All right.
Very
Have you seen
apparent.
fucking Diddy's house? It looks like a fucking apartment complex and shit. If you can, I bet if this entire apartment complex, we can find 1,000 bottles of lube up in here. All right. And if we can't, then we need to start getting some bottles of lube to these people so they start fucking.
Well, you do live in an offender's apartment complex, so.
Sam Haynie.
Boom.
No, I think
It's
you're right.
cheap. It was cheap fucking rent.
Offenders and migrants that live here.
It wasn't like gun oil.
I'm not gonna sit here.
This apartment complex
It's called a fucking good deal.
It's perfectly positioned
you were like-
500 feet outside of a school.
Yeah, it's not like they bought gun oil. They bought like the bad shit. Like what's the lower end?
caller.
Uh-oh, someone's calling.
Someone's calling. Can I answer
Should we
that?
just answer?
It's probably yours.
I think you're on bad first impressions.
Hey, everybody.
I pressed the green button.
Yeah, but you gotta connect to the
What's your
fucking
button?
tower,
Oh,
Sam.
Should I
It's all good. They can hear you. You can't hear them. Give me 1 second. That's all good. Don't
just be patient? Alonzo's coming.
I'm coming. I'm coming. Never heard that before. Let me see.
Hey, yo, Sam, if you don't stop holding hands with that fucking skeleton, bro.
Arturo, get off my
fine.
back, bro.
I was wanting to hold hands with it. I was holding hands with it too earlier, but
I love
just
Mr.
in more like a
Oh, you're on
like,
bad first
we're gonna
impressions.
get
Who we
through this,
talking to?
baby
Shut
kinda
the
way.
fuck up! Not
I'm
you,
sorry, I
caller.
didn't realize you were done peeing.
I'm over here. I'm over here now. Hey, how's it going? This is Alonzo with Bad First Impressions. Who we talking to?
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Arturo Bars.
Hey,
Sorry, Taro.
what's up, Arturo? You come over here to shamelessly plug some more of your shit? What are you doing?
Yeah, you fucking smelled me from a mile away, man. Tonight is the final showcase. So if anybody's listening, come out. Sam Haynie is going to be on the lineup. I hit up John Tuttle, and he fucking turned me down.
I didn't
So
turn
I had
you
to call Drew
down.
Blues, but Drew Blues fucking turned me down, too.
Oh, that was Arturo earlier. Okay, now I get it.
What are you talking about?
Well, that just
Hey,
shows.
Alonzo. Hey,
What?
do me a favor, man. I just sent you a photo. Can you put it up on the screen?
Okay, let me see.
It's on
Artur-
Facebook. Check your messenger.
Hey Arturo, I'm on that show. I'm second on the lineup, and I'm just gonna not change my makeup.
Okay,
Ooh.
that's cool with me.
I'm not
man.
even gonna acknowledge it.
And you should maybe spend like 30 minutes at a sauna.
So I look like the Joker in The Dark Knight.
Yeah. Bring your fanny pack. I don't know if you have like an airsoft gun. If you could shave off the orange tip.
I have
You said on. Okay, I see it now. One second.
I have a clown mask to wear over it, and then I take it off. I have a school bus waiting outside.
It's like the Sting.
Oh, that's fucking funny. 1 second.
She calls. Oh, nice. Oh, hell
You see
yeah.
that?
Let's see.
1 second.
Dude, Arturo, by the way, buddy, I really want you to design posters for shows that I have coming
You want,
up.
me to, you want me to design fucking cream cheese teas or what?
Dude, yes. That's so good.
Who made that?
Nice.
That was Drew Blues' lawyer that made that.
That's what I was thinking.
What was his name? Dr. Schmegma or something?
Spiegelmeyer.
It's good that he's putting so much effort into the promo of the show.
Oh, okay.
This is rad, dude. Where'd you get the lettering? I mean, because that is Kiss's. That's Kiss's. Font.
1 second. 1 second. Don't
I'm sure you can
click too
find it
hard. Let me pull it up on the
download
screen real
Woo! What's the?
Nice.
Could we just get that as an overlay?
Yo, just have that at all times. That's nice.
I do look.
That's so good.
I do look like Violent J.
You really do look like Violent J. I like that she gave you a jawline. That's cool.
Yeah.
Bella's the
Yo, that
best.
thing is hard, bro.
All right, I'm gonna let you guys talk. I'm gonna smoke a cigarette. Honestly, I feel like I'm stepping on your guys' flow.
God damn it.
You guys do your thing. That is Arturo.
Now, see, now we're gonna lose all the steam because you
Typical guitarist, not allowed to sing. Feels like he's running the show.
Yeah,
but-
until he doesn't get to have a say, and then he's like, "I think I'm gonna go out and have a cigarette."
Yeah.
No, it's cool. It's cool. Ayo.
Ayo.
So
Hey,
Art,
so,
pitch the show
so-
since you're here and you can.
So who would actually go to a Diddy party? Like legit. Do that fucking pink cocaine.
No way. Maybe if I didn't know about all this stuff, I might have shown up because it
I'd
sounds like a
probably
fun
be there in a
opportunity
heartbeat.
to see a lot of.
Without this information and where I am in life, if I
for what I need,
I definitely
should have known
I
about
would've gone
this.
to one.
Damn.
But now knowing what I know, I definitely have to reconsider.
I'm gonna have to think on it.
Dude, honestly, like, it fucking pisses me off, dude, because it's just like, dog, you have so much fucking money, you have so much fucking connections. What's with the fucking weirdo shit, bro? Why can't you just have some fucking bad bitches, some pink cocaine, and fucking, chef making fucking creme brulee and shit? You know what I mean? Why
But
you gotta do all this
maybe-
weird fucking three-day fucking orgies with possibly minors and fucking all these fucking dudes? And I don't know, man. That shit, it's like he has the means to have the ultimate fucking parties, and then he does all this weirdo shit, man. And are all these rich dudes just that fucking bored? Like, they're just tired of bad bitches, they're tired of just good drugs and shit.
I
Like,
think you're
why
leading
do we
the.
gotta throw all the weird shit in the mix, bro?
I think you're leading the cart before the horse. I think it's because Diddy provided all this shit is why he had the status he did.
He's the hip hop Jeff Epstein. That's what he is.
I think there's a lot of guys who won't admit to being involved, and they're just gonna hope there's nothing that ties them. And it's probably easier to deny going to a party than it is being on a flight log.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
I think to a degree this is like the purpose Diddy's always served in the scene.
I think
What happened to just like pizza rolls and like tech decks?
I think
and,
it's one of those
you know what I
things
mean?
where you're totally right. He does have everything. And then when you have everything and you still want for more, what is it that you want for? Right? You want for something a little more dangerous, right?
Yeah.
So it's one thing to be like, hey, we're going to go out in the back nine and shoot some shotguns at like targets or whatever. It's another thing to literally force people into a sex trap of your own house with thousands of bottles of lube.
Here's my thing. Everybody throws this word sex trap around.
You really seem like you got some skin in this game.
I'm just saying. Here's the thing. All celebrities are either saying nothing or they're coming out against Diddy and shit. I'm going to set myself aside and be like, hey, let's look at all sides of this situation. It takes two to tango.
How would you feel different if you had to sign a waiver before going to a Diddy party?
I'd be like, this is going to be the best party ever.
Yeah, if you have to sign an NDA, a really ironclad NDA.
What if you had to sign an NDA and everybody was just like, you're breaking the NDA?
What's it sounding like to me? You guys got a problem partying with black people.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you got to bring the race
You guys
card in
got
there.
anybody ever do a black party? I guarantee there's at least three felonies going down at least at any given time.
It's not a thought if I should go to Diddy's
And
party.
you can know about at least one of them. And there's two just secretly going around in the back.
I will say, if I didn't know the things I know about Diddy now, and I needed the help, I would second guess for that reason.
Hey yo, I just need Sam and John to stop being so fucking Diddy with that skeleton, bro. Stop fucking touching
There's
it,
something
dog.
about
Those
wanting to
hips.
just
Y'all are
grab
so
it.
fucking.
Look at those hips.
that
See how I'm
shit
like
is-
intertwined
Nah,
with
dog.
it? It's like we're playing footsie.
It's this classic free use guy. He just sits there letting it happen.
Let me get the Zionist Mickey real quick. Hey Sam, how's it going? You get that package I sent you?
I did actually. Zionist Mickey. I had I think it was a pager or beeper.
Oh yeah. Just don't worry about that. It only blows up when someone calls you for a gig.
I'll be good then. I'll be good.
All right, that's that bit.
I love it. Like a solid hours of messaging about it, and then that was it.
Well, because
You
I was
wanted
supposed to have a stinger and shit, and I was supposed to have a package, but it's all good. I'll do it.
Yeah.
It was either the makeup or fucking. It was either the makeup or do a good show, and I decided to do the makeup.
Well, Bella did such a great job on our makeup that we can kind of ride on the fumes of looking like this, you know?
Let me see. Astroglide on clearance
Yeah.
at HEB is low tier, coconut oil, and if you hate yourself, Bengay. All right.
Oh, yeah. No,
What a
I
weird
agree.
question.
Raw coconut is great for masturbatory actions.
Let me see.
You think you fell out of a coconut tree? My favorite presidential candidate.
Kamala Harris.
It's getting hot in here is the anthem for when the grid falls. Let me see.
That one time, Cole.
Zandy says, my folks were saying a lot of intimidation from him kept people quiet. Dude, Diddy's a scary motherfucker. Straight up. Honestly, if Diddy wanted to take my ass, he probably had a good chance of doing it, you know? Unless I was lubed up and could just slip out of there, dude. That's what I'm saying. If you're in a Diddy party, I want to be lubed up as fuck, dude, in case Diddy tried to put a hand on me and shit. Just slip right off of that shit.
I feel like this joke has to have already been done, but it's like all that lube and they still caught him.
He could have slipped out of that one, you know what I mean?
I like that one.
Pig at a oh hey kitty.
Yeah,
Ginger's a little more friendly this weekend.
She is, because she's just like, you know what? She's like she's one of those black chicks where a man fucks another girl and gets her pregnant. She's like, guess what? We're both mama now. We co-parenting now. I'm gonna be there to pick up your kid from school. That's what she's doing. She's like, I'm part of the show now, I guess. Everybody's gonna be in my house.
If your man don't cheat on you, that means he's undesirable and a bitch.
That guy recently, you know what that guy is? He died. The one that was like, he would have women call in and
Tommy Sotomayor? No, the other guy. There's Tommy Sotomayor and there's the other Kevin Samuels?
Yeah, yeah. They'd call in and he'd be like, what do you rate yourself?
I know all the black thought leaders.
What do you rate yourself? She'd be like, I think I'm a 9.5. He goes, bullshit. Full bullshit. He'd like hang up on him. He'd be like, you are a low-value woman. Why are you calling me having all these children that their fathers don't want to take care of them, and you say you a 9.5?
You don't call into my show with free time and shit. You should be sucking that dick, bitch.
Well, he's like, well, are you busy? Are you working today? You low-value woman. You are a 5 if anything. And then he died.
Now send me money, bitch.
He died. It's like our greatest
went straight to heaven.
Die. Yeah.
Straight to black heaven on an express pass. Thank you, my favorite son, for spreading the word that. I hate those shows too, because the only women that ever call in are just, low self-esteem women. You know, it's like not low value, just low self-esteem. This is the same guys that listen to that shit. It's like you're gonna listen to some fucking loser be like, here's what you need to do: never respect a woman, even your
out
mama.
of bed before 11.
Keep in mind, your mama's still a bitch. All right, you know
still a big bitch.
Yeah. I'm a big bitch, all right? As I'm saying, it's sad to watch those red pill shows because it's like, all right, you never have a professor female on there and shit. It's always like you get like 18 of the dumbest OnlyFans chicks and shit, you know, and then it's like, all right, this is women over here. This represents female kind right here.
This is the spectrum of all women.
All women.
I got a black dumb bitch. I got a Asian dumb bitch. Got even a Mexican dumb bitch over here. All the dumb bitches of the rainbow, and call Kevin Samuels. Call. We ain't talking to some dumb bitch. But that's what I'm saying. It's just as embarrassing to be a guy watching that shit. It's like,
oh yeah,
be a high value male. See, when you're a high value male, you just fuck any chick you want to fuck. It's like.
It's a red flag when you walk around saying you're a high value individual. Like that to me is such a weird thing to say. It's like, why do you have to associate value openly to people, to yourself? Why can't you just like exist and be valuable?
If I was a bitch, I'd fuck me. If I was a bad bitch, I want to fuck me too. I want to slut me too.
Sort of like a hood Buffalo Bill.
That's what I'm saying. We should do a red pill podcast and shit. But man, anybody get some fucking pussy?
We're not far away.
Yeah.
We're really not.
That'd be
So
nice.
one of the local OnlyFans bitches here, you know. Yeah.
I mean,
it doesn't sound right coming out of Bob's mouth.
What if Michael said,
What if local OnlyFans bitches?
What if Bob Dell was that guy?
He should be that guy. I'm gonna get an OnlyFans chick in here with Bob Dell, and you're just gonna be like, "You ain't shit, bitch."
Yeah, man, you ain't nothing.
Oh, what would you like? What would you rate yourself?
What would you want to do with yourself, baby?
You said Bob there, her there.
The Gene Simmons makeup. I'm Gene Simmons. I let myself go.
So,
it's like, damn, Gene, you lost weight.
I guess.
So,
y'all heard of Matthew Hussey? Chat's asking, have we heard of Matthew Hussey?
What?
No.
Zandy says James was mad when he found I had a copy of Why Men Marry Bitches. I never. All right, Zandy. She said you never read it. Open it up. Look. Go to the last page and tell us what the ending is, please.
Zandy, you cannot be a high value woman because you're watching this show.
Exactly. Bitch, what you doing watching the show, bitch? You should be out there.
When coming up with the lyrics of Chop Suey, Rick Rubin said apparently they just pulled a book off the shelf and copied some lyrics from there. What if that was the book they
that or like Mein Kampf. Right?
Wake up.
Make up.
I was trying to make it more anti-Semitic, but I'm like, you know what? I did enough.
I know.
I did enough for the people.
It's better you can watch our wheels spinning about like what can we say that's more offensive
than that. It's like, you know what? Let's pull it back a little bit. Let me see. Zionist Mickey. Wake up. I really do thank South Park for giving me that Mickey Mouse impression because it wasn't for them. I'd be, let me see. I knew you would not knew who Matthew Hussey was because you all are straight. All right, there we go. So, chat, tell us Matthew Hussey or send a link to Facebook. Maybe we'll pull it up and watch it or something. So, let's see.
All the gays that watch this show, call in.
I feel like that is a good
True Blues lawyer.
True Blues lawyer,
please call.
True Blues lawyer.
Hi, this is Jim Swaddle-Hausenberg.
Schwarzenhausenberg.
I knew this fucker was still on the fucking. He's still here. It's the classic
You're editing well still on the line.
You're just
listening to us. Check this out.
Maybe he is a lawyer,
right?
All right, so check this out. So check it.
Autoerotic asphyxiation, but instead of the belt, right before you come, you take the bite out of a Popeye's biscuit.
Ooh. Nice.
But there's
What's it
still
supposed
a belt.
to be?
The belt with no chicken.
What?
No, because you fucking choke on the biscuit, you dummy.
Oh, okay.
Arturo, you
can hang up.
Arturo, you being Drew Blue's lawyer it explains why the editing was so fast and good.
Oh shit.
I got a million of them, John. Don't ever fucking piss me off.
Most
None
of
of
them
you
are
ever
just
better
me.
piss me off because I will fucking Photoshop some shit.
Arturo, do you keep your hat on in the shower?
My hat?
Yeah.
Yeah, it hides my bald spot, man.
You didn't have to say that. I wasn't trying to out you for that. I'm just. You're always wearing a hat.
I have
so
a-
I don't know.
hide his.
Oh, nice.
You always wear a bucket hat too.
So, Arturo, when are you going to tell these retarded open micers that you're not actually ending the open mic? You just did that to make people care again?
Probably like after 8 more mics.
He needs to clarify.
Dude, straight up,
It's no
Ryan
longer
Herrera was all
comedy
like,
allowed.
dude, Ryan Herrera messaged me. He's all like, dude, it sucks about the fucking Arturo thing, right? I'm like, he's fucking lying. He's fucking lying.
But we're like slap happy dogs, you know. You could hit us in the face as long as you put food in front of us. I don't care, man. You got a venue, I'll go there. People are doing comedy in a bad Mexican
And that shows you how
restaurant.
funny
They're talking
Samuel
about how
Haynie
great it
is.
is. They're talking about how it's one of the best mics in San Antonio right now.
Yeah.
And it's just a shitty Mexican restaurant. Are you kidding? We'll do it anywhere. Art, you could literally do it in the parking lot of a Scientology center, and we'd be like, hey, man, they let you do 7 minutes.
I like you say we.
We're
I like how
so
Sam's
fucking
such a
Dude,
fucking desperate
the
ass.
next-
He's like, we
The
all
next
are
mic-
desperate
the
as
next
Sam
mic is
Haynie.
going to be hosted
yeah.
at the fucking Fred's Fish Fry, bro.
No, Alonzo
Hell
just likes
yeah.
to act
Do
like
that.
he only does work that's paid. He will only do it if it's paid.
True.
Smart move.
The only time I don't do it is when I assume it's paid because I'm like, well, this person knows me, and then it's like they're asking me to do a pretty big ask for them, and then it's like, oh yeah, I'm not paying anybody. I'm like, all right, but that doesn't change me. What are you talking about, anybody?
I asked Alonzo to do an improv show, which are notoriously like super. There's lots of money running through improv, and he's like, nah, man, I'm not going to do it if you don't pay me. I'm going to be like, they're not even paying me. I can't pay myself. I have to pay gas to go do this show. And you're like, nah,
What's
man.
the improv
Yes,
thing? What am I gonna
and
do?
I'm out.
Yeah. The improv was literally you were going to do stand up, and then we were going to lock the doors and put lube on and turn off the air conditioning.
Get some water too.
I don't think it's a bad thing to think that I've been doing it and I like should get paid. I've been doing it for like 10 years. I should get some fucking money when I do it. Because the only time I fucking ever got paid was when I realized was when Duck Easy accidentally paid me. And I was like, holy shit, you can get paid for this thing? And then I started asking for money after that and it worked. So I don't know. I just
Duck Easy never pays.
All right. Well,
I mean,
never
I would
pays.
never say that you shouldn't get paid and we should, because I'm nowhere near like 10 years of experience. I would never claim that. But also, you could do a guy a favor once in a while.
I'll do you a favor, Sam, but it wasn't a favor for you. It was a favor for fucking somebody else.
No, it was my show. Oh, wait. You know what? It actually might have not been.
I told
just
you.
me.
I said if it was for you, I'll
It might
fucking
have
do
been-
it. Yeah, I know. I told you. I said if it was you, I'd do it. But it's like
That's
whatever.
fair. That's fair.
I'll
You
do
know
anything
what?
for anybody that's like my fucking friend, I'll do anything. But it's like, but if somebody just asks, like, "Oh, I'm doing this show. You sell tickets." I'm like, no.
How do you feel about letting a huge pop star stay in your house for just like 8 months?
How big's the pop star?
He's pretty big, especially right now.
Is this a government thing?
No, like a rapper. We need you to just hold him for like 8 months. Can you do that?
Oh, dude, I've been petitioning the court for this actually myself and all that. I'm like, dude, I got all the lube. All right, under lock and key. He's not gonna get access to it. Okay, it's like next to the guns in the same safe. All right, so don't worry.
You'll keep him on the straight and narrow.
Man, I really hope Diddy beats this shit just because a black man needs a win this year. You know what I mean? Or next year. Whenever they do it. See the thing. Diddy might be guilty, but the black man deserves a fucking win, dude.
My generation has not really ever gotten to appreciate like an OJ trial.
Exactly. This could be our OJ, dude.
The next OJ.
Imagine all this Epstein style. Dude, I think Candace Owens said the deepest shit where it's like when the feds raided his house the first time, that wasn't to find evidence. That was to hide evidence.
You think they had like trucks?
No, think about Epstein. So, dude, so Diddy comes from the same school as Epstein, Trump, where they get blackmail on people and shit. And so basically, that's all those parties were fucking blackmail parties where he has cameras everywhere and shit. Oh,
yeah. I know what you're saying. I see what
so
you're
when the
saying.
feds came there, they were like, "We're gonna
kill you."
Yeah, basically, the feds went in there, and the president was like, "We need about, we need to get this party, we need to get this party, and then we can go after the guy. But until we have these in our pocket, we can't go after this dude." I think
That
it
was
something
his
like that.
power. That was their power. Is like, I've got it on you. You can't do anything.
That
to
was
me.
Epstein. Yeah, he had all the,
yeah.
that's the whole St. James Island. They found all these tapes and cameras, but then it's like, all right, remember when they said that when they raided his shit, they found all these tapes and stuff. It's like, okay, well, what happened to those tapes? Like, what are we talking about them for? It's like, well, we're not gonna, it's like, we're still talking about the flight list. Like, but I don't give a fuck. Talk about the tapes, the cameras. What did you find? Nothing good. Mostly just just taping Sci-Fi Channel.
That's like they asked Trump. They go, if you were president again, would you unlock the 9/11 files? They're like, yep. Would you unlock the John F. Kennedy files? Yep. Would you release the flight log and all the information about Little St. James? And he was like, well, we're gonna think about that one. Literally, because I wouldn't want it because it's ongoing, and I wouldn't want to make it weird for people. Like he immediately rolled that one back, but he doesn't roll back. He's like, yeah, of course. RFK.
I'm not gonna lie, they caught me slipping a couple times.
yeah.
I usually consider myself first time I did pink cocaine.
So yeah, what if it was just like as soon as Kanye finally showed up to a Diddy party, they're like, okay, we can shut it down. We got who we were looking for.
He's too red hot, right? Like everywhere he goes, shit comes.
I'm sure, but like with the Diddy party, you can get your smoking gun.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know. The thing about
Smoking cum.
Well, here's the thing about these whole when they do all these power parties and stuff like that, you get a whole bunch of guys that have worked their whole life to get to a position of power and stuff, and they probably aren't the smoothest with ladies, and so that's what the Diddy party does. He gets some OnlyFans bitches, some kind of
like speed dating.
Yeah, no, I mean, well, no, just hey. We're going to give you 20 G's. You're going to make sure you suck this guy's dick and lick his asshole until he falls in love with you and shit. Make sure you get him in this room. Make sure you get him doing some shit with this with this bag of cocaine and stuff like that. Just have it next to his face and make sure you're looking at that camera right there when you do it. And that's what I'm saying. It's like there's a lot of people that have never that don't have that smoothness or whatever. It's and it's very easy to tempt them. Like, hey, here's fucking 5 fine ass chicks and shit. You don't want, and they're all over you. Then they're all over you, acting like they're into you and shit like that. It's like I could easily see how fucking Henry Kissinger or something could easily be. Oh, what? They want to suck my ass?
They're all in there. I can't get them out now.
There would
imagine Henry Kissinger in a 6-person
fuck circle.
Yeah, just 5 women.
Wasn't he back in the 60s? I'm sure that's not too far off. I'm sure Kissinger's been at some parties and shit.
But I want to see been in the Bohemian Grove. So
yeah, I mean, and he visits Germany.
Visited.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
He has like a glass Scheisner table in his house and stuff.
After signing the Paris Accords, he's like, all right, now we fuck?
No, we fuck.
That's the business.
Zandy Ramirez, Hunter's laptop. Where is it exactly? Let me see. Did any one of y'all do theater in high school? Question.
Yes.
Of course, Sam did.
I was actually telling Bella, I'm like, yeah, I'm used to doing my own makeup, but my eyes, it's been a long time. But that's the worst part is doing the makeup around your eyes. But yeah, she had Ben Nye, and I was like, let's go. The girl's got Ben Nye. Y'all wouldn't. Ben Nye, the makeup. It's a makeup company.
The makeup guy.
Ben. Sorry. So did you do theater?
No, I took acting class.
Acting class?
Yeah, a long time ago. Yeah.
Fucking yeah. You should act like you got some class one of these days.
I do have the class.
I remember I'm not good at theater. That's why the only thing I can do is stand up and a podcast where I can yell at my friends because I'm not good at like dealing with people. That's why I can't do like improv and stuff like that. I'm always trying to be the best improv guy. It's like that's the opposite. It's like I'm funnier than these people. I'm doing the exercise better. Teacher, make me captain of improv.
They were yes-anding like fucking hacks today.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I always have to check myself on that. That's actually a problem is when I'm on stage. It's not that I'm amazing. It's that I'm always like, I'm got there. Ooh, boo, boo. And I have to like cool it. I have to
They're
like,
missing it.
back
I'll say the
off.
line too. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I got it. I do both parts. I can do both parts.
Yeah. That character needed to walk in and they didn't walk in, so I walked in. That's why I walked in.
Or then you watch somebody like completely bomb apart and you're just rolling your eyes right next to them.
Oh, dude.
Like on stage, like,
Well, it's the classic, like, you give them a setup and they're like, no, we're not there. And you're like, oh, it's going to be a fucking work. It's going to be a workout.
No,
then your bit hits and you look back at them like a sassy bitch.
Sassy bitch. No, it's a funny, if you want to see a good
the mean girls of improv.
If you watch the first season, if you watch the first season of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, you can actually see Will Smith mouthing everybody else's words. Because he would memorize the whole script, everybody else's lines.
Wow.
Because he was so nervous about acting and stuff. So if you watch the first season and like especially the first few episodes, if you see like Will in the scene with another person, you can see him like doing their lines and stuff like that. It's pretty funny. I heard about that, and I watched Fresh Prince all the time for some reason. I watched it all the time as a kid, and somebody put it on work, and we're like, watching Fresh Prince, the entire series.
He's such a cuck.
I'm convinced Alfonso Ribeiro.
God.
What?
He is a cuck.
By the way, that scene where he cries about his dad in Fresh Prince was fucking amazing.
Oh, that was a great scene.
Why you don't want me no more?
Oh, a black guy crying about not having a dad. Great acting. Oh, what a reach. What a reach.
No, the point literally is that his dad, he didn't know his dad.
Moment.
That's
I
why.
know. Oh my God. We didn't reach down to find that fucking emotion in life.
You know,
Turning around in the mirror, looking at himself. What the fuck? Oh my God. It's like when fucking Courtney Love was a hooker in fucking the People versus Larry Flint. You know, or did he play the fucking raging, crazy megalomaniac mogul and get him to the Greek? What a great actor, did he? How'd you do it? You chased and beat up all your employees and shit? And drugged them without their knowledge? Oh my God. What a genius.
Fair point.
Oscars all around.
That's right. You're right. If Daniel Day-Lewis talked about him not knowing his dad, you're right. It might have been a little more
Or
effective.
if Daniel Day-Lewis came there and he was all like, or he acted like Diddy. If Daniel Day-Lewis did Diddy, like, what range?
He did a perfect Diddy.
Yeah. All right. Will Smith had like $6,000 in debt at the time, and of course he was nervous if it didn't work. Like I said, he's trying to humanize. Of course he was repeating his lines. He was in debt, $6,000.
Do you think Daniel Day-Lewis is the only actor who could get away with blackface?
No, because
like if he came back,
Gary
and he was
Oldman could
doing
do
a
it. He almost
blackface-
did it
He
in
could
fucking
probably
True
do it.
Romance.
No, Robert Downey Jr. got away with it.
Okay, but like, let's say a serious.
Yeah, exactly.
role.
Like actually real. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
let's
My
say-
Left Foot, but blackface.
Yeah, we're doing the MLK movie, and such an important person only deserves the highest actor.
Have you not seen
Oh,
Gary
he could probably
Oldman
play
in
a good
fucking True
MLK.
Romance?
Dude, straight up, not a not a fake story at all. My brother, in 5th grade, they did a Martin Luther King Jr. play, and the kid that was playing MLK failed out, and he was black, and my brother's white, and the black theater teacher loved him so much, she let him be MLK.
Really?
And there's a photo of my brother at 5 with a little boy suit on, and it says MLK Jr. a memoir, and he did MLK as like in 5th grade.
So they put.
I love the.
No, completely so believable. He didn't even need to be in blackface.
Really?
I love the idea of like a 5th grade class being like, sorry, you can't be MLK with those grades. The UIL won't allow
That's
it.
exactly it. I'm like, how bad is this kid at school that he is like the one kid they could find? I guess he got into some kind of heat.
There's a low hanging.
Maybe he was just fucking racist, and he was like the Jesse Lee Peterson of fucking black kids and shit. He's like, I'm not gonna play that cool. Are you gay?
Are you gay?
You gay?
That's
I'm blocking into Ace of Spades, and I hate MLKs. I'm saying
that's unbelievable.
So you guys never seen this Gary Oldman as fucking a black guy?
Oh yeah, he nails it.
Yeah, 1 second. You ever seen Gary Oldman in True Romance where he plays a black guy?
Yes. Well, it's not a black guy.
He plays a black guy in this.
It's Wigger.
Well, that makes us practically related.
I know.
Dude, he's so good.
I love this character.
We have a sofa egg roll. We got everything here from a little eye Joe to damn if I know.
Slater's just doing fucking Nicholson.
So I think Oldman could do it. I think he's like, just get him a little tanner. I don't think anybody's going to complain.
Yeah, but he wasn't blackface. I mean, he wasn't being black. He was like a wigger.
I mean, did you see how dark it was in that room? You can't really tell.
Well, I mean,
a lot of
with
heavy
the lighting.
shadow.
I mean, it's
You could
he's
tell.
white.
It looked like
I mean,
white guy dreads.
yes.
Yeah. They were blonde dreads.
I'd fucking do blackface, but I'm worried that I'm gonna take a job out of a black man's fucking hands. You know, you're gonna see Alonzo. It's like when fucking Caitlyn Jenner won Woman of the Year. What if I put on blackface and I become the head of the NAACP? You know, I would never be able to live with myself.
What if
it
it's
could be like what's her name, Rachel Dolezal?
Yeah, exactly.
What if it's like the movie She's the Man and you like end up on an NFL team?
She's the man.
Well, Alonzo could only be on an NFL team.
He's the black man. You get these powers.
He has to get some really good non-sweat makeup.
Well, other than there, he can be.
Oh yeah.
Ryan Reynolds plays himself, but it works for everything. Soul Man. There we go.
Oh, Soul Man. I remember that movie.
Is that the one with? Is that?
It's that '80s movie that he tries to get a scholarship.
Yes.
So he puts
Need some water?
He puts blackface on to be black.
Good.
Yes.
And everyone convinced he's black.
The trailer for that is pretty rad.
Yeah.
Soul Man.
Soul Man.
We should watch
that.
We should watch the trailer.
It's an '80s movie. It's like about a college kid that tries to get in, but he needs a scholarship.
Historically black college, I think, or it's just a regular college, but he needs the help.
yeah.
All right, I'll check it out. I thought we were talking about Soul Man with Samuel L. Jackson and fucking Bernie Mac.
No, not that one.
Soul Man.
Soul Man.
Soul Man. It's a Criterion Collection film.
I'll check that out. I like the one where she's the man. Is that one where she shows her tits at the end?
Oh yeah, Amanda Bynes.
Yeah.
No, the other one. What's the one? It's the one from the fucking from like the '80s and shit, where you could still like show tits in a PG-13
That's
movie.
not She's the Man. Or maybe
One of the guys. One of the guys.
One of the guys.
Mulan.
One of the guys. I remember. Mulan. Yeah.
Man, you guys watch Marvelous Miss Maisel?
No.
No.
All right, watch the first episode. And I'm teasing. It's a great show, but what stinks is in the first episode, you get super naked in it in like 2 scenes, and then never again in the entire show. I'm like, what the fuck?
She paid the Hollywood tax, and she's
That's what I'm
good.
saying. It was the pilot episode. Like, hey, this is what you guys could get for the whole series. And the second they pick it up, it's like, nope.
Right.
Nope. No more.
Well, that's the first season of Game of Thrones where
Exactly. I'm tired of this shit.
Khaleesi gets fully naked, and that's it.
The first season of Game of Thrones, there's so much female nudity, and then pretty much after that, it's just cutting that one guy's dick off.
Oh yeah,
a lot.
I'm tired. That's what I hate. It's like, oh, we can't show any tits, but we'll show some dicks every fucking every. That's what happens with Righteous Gemstones. That's like the most dick-heavy show on television.
They're
it's
trying
like
to-
that's right.
They're trying to take
so
it back.
many dicks. What?
The women are taking it back.
Taking what back?
Because we've gotten to see
let
bush and tits and ass for so many years. They want to get their dicks now.
Yeah, she was naked. She takes her. So first off, in the first scene when she's bleaching her bush, she runs outside naked, and you can kind of see her ass. And then at the end, she pulls out her tits on stage and gets arrested.
Ace.
Sorry,
This is Alonzo Cantu's Mr. Skin.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All great movies need a little bit of the female body. You know, that's just the feminism in me, I guess.
Do you guys ever just go to Google and you type like actress and then scene? Just to hope that something is out there. You know?
I look at
Just
I look
type
up whatever
actress name
nude
and then
Reddit.
nude. Yeah.
I do that too. Reddit at the end, but like scene is a great way to start. You know, you
Yeah.
can start at their performances.
Yeah.
Where they
Or you go to AZ Nude and just look up the actress, and then it pulls it all up.
Before I can get
Yeah,
hard, I
true.
need some good acting.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. I need a good performance.
No, here's the hack. This is the hack. What you do is if you want to know if a movie's worth watching, you look it up on Parents Guide, IMDb Parents Guide, and see if there's any tits in it.
Wait, does Parents Guide just say like
yeah,
that?
it has it all broken down. It says sex and nudity, violence and whatever, violence and gore,
okay, yeah.
language or whatever, adult, all this kind of shit. And so then you just go to the top one, and that's what I'm saying. That's why it's the top because everybody cares about it the most.
Oh.
Sex and nudity, and then it tells you all the scenes there, so you can fast forward.
Wow.
What about like a reverse parent lock where it's like this has nothing cool in it. It's fucking gay.
There's a white chick dating a black guy.
There's like Netflix kids and then Netflix pussy and tits. You can like
Pussy and
cut through all the fat of like Bluey and
Netflix,
then
nude flicks.
Netflix and OnlyFans should merge.
Yeah. Call
Is
it
there a
nude
sassy
flicks.
black
Call it-
female
let's
who's
call it
actually
nude
the
flicks.
smartest and bestest out of them all, and she's a lead character? is that anywhere in this? All right.
Yeah.
What's like the most female empowering movie that includes like male
Alien.
centered nudity?
Alien.
That like clearly men are into, but it's a women's movie, like for women.
Titanic.
Titanic?
Yeah.
It's pretty hot, full frontal, laid out on a chaise lounge.
Yeah. I'd say that. Titanic.
I would see
Any
nudity in
ideas, Bella?
Titanic?
All right, let me see. Alonzo's
Bella,
pretty
you
good
have
at
any
this. Totally female one. Let me see. Chat.
Like,
any
it's
answers in
9
chat?
Is there like
Even
full frontal
Roblox got one
nudity
pair
and
of
9 to
so,
5?
So here's the guidelines. It's got to be a female centric kind of movie, or like something that chicks are really into, not necessarily rom com, and it's got to have some good male focused nudity in there. Male gaze. Let's put
Male
it that way.
gaze,
The
exactly.
male gaze type nudity.
Like it passes the Bechdel test, but until they take their clothes off, and then it's like softcore, like pussy bush.
The color blue is kind of like that, where it's about this lesbian story.
Yes.
The color blue. So if we're gonna go things like that, let me see.
Anna Gatsby's Nanette.
What?
Bloodsport.
Bloodsport.
What about
Oh no, it's a good one, but this is a bad answer. I never seen it, but Cuties.
Oh God! What about Nymphomaniac Part 1 and Part 2?
Oh, that one's...
That's very like female
maybe.
experience, but then they have like
Yeah, you know what? I think that counts. I think Nymphomaniac counts.
Nymphomaniac does. I think it does count.
Wait, would you say Showgirls is also for women?
Well, it was
I think
made.
Showgirls counts. I think Showgirls counts. You see
I think if
Showgirls?
Showgirls counts, it has to be the top.
What'd you think?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it counts. All right, that's a good. I think
Okay.
it could be the winner.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Showgirls, yeah.
And you get to see full uncut.
Yeah,
Great.
Elizabeth
She
Berkley's
is
fully
doing a
nude.
porno in that shit. When she does the fucking lap dance scene, I'm like, what the
Yes,
fuck is
the
this
lap
shit?
dance scene, she goes full wide open, and then she gets with what's his name in the pool, and they have like pool sex, and it's like
She's like
there's
shaking around.
water.
Like,
Yeah,
ugh.
it's crazy.
So apparently,
Kyle
so
MacLachlan?
chat says I wanted to
Kyle
ask
MacLachlan.
about cuties, but I also never saw it. So I didn't want to. It didn't seem anything interesting to me. But fucking what?
I would just be like, don't. If they're asking, don't look into it. Whoever.
No, yeah,
is.
don't, because basically it's about some Muslim chick that's like joins like a dance troupe, and they're doing a bunch of like really sexually provocative dance styles, like twerking and all that stuff. It's a coming of age story, but apparently there's a lot of male gaze type shots that's supposed to make the I guess the viewer feel uncomfortable and question. I mean, all this kinds of shit, I guess. But I heard that it was whatever, and I'm like, I don't need to see it. There's a lot of movies I don't need to see, like. I don't need to see this one to prove anything to myself or whatever. But I mean,
they're
apparently it got
children.
taken off of Netflix because of copyright issues.
Well, they're children. That's the thing. They're kids.
Yeah,
that's the hitch. It's not
No, here's the weird thing, too. And people auditioned for that movie. So there was people auditioning, doing all those dances. They didn't quite make it. And then but then where do those tapes go? That's a whole Come Town bit where it's like, or I think he was on another thing, but it's like, where do those tapes go? Where it's like, all the kids doing these fucking provocative dances. That's what I'm saying. It's a real fucking thing. Honestly, I hate the fact that I still have Netflix, because I remember when I used to give a shit, I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking use Netflix. And then it came free with T-Mobile. I'm like, oh, I guess it's free.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
I can fucking, what am I gonna do? But yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Or maybe it's like that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I'm all about free speech and shit and like pushing the boundaries and all that. But yeah, who knows? Whatever.
But I haven't seen the movie,
something else.
but it sounds like at least there's some attempt at like commentary that you're supposed to feel uncomfortable. Wasn't there like some high fashion brand that just did ads with like kids in bondage? Yeah.
Balenciaga.
Well, it wasn't the kids in bondage. It was the kids. It was the kids, but the teddy bears were in bondage or whatever.
Yeah,
it was like
the
there was
kids
like
only
S&S themed, S&M themed like things in the background, like books that were like S&M books, like on the library thing, and just like very like what would you call it? Not subtle.
S&M.
Subconscious.
Subconscious?
Yeah, it's trying to subconsciously make you a pedophile.
Yeah, that to me seems even more nefarious.
That's the weird thing where it's like or Scorpion had that one album where it was just a naked 12-year-old on the cover. And
well, Nirvana came out with a baby's little baby
exactly
dick.
what I'm saying. So it's like whenever people are like, you know what we really need? Know what you really need to sell this controversy? Get a kid naked. Get a kid, let's take his clothes off and just take some pictures. And that's going to get people, that's provocative.
I mean, you could have edited that little dick out of that Nirvana album, and they didn't. They left it in. This little.
I could have made it bigger for the kid, you know?
I feel like I'm towing on some dangerous lines.
No, the guy that tried to sue like the Nirvana album cover,
the baby.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like he's a grown man, but like it's like somebody made a joke about it. It's like somebody's gonna go up to him. He's like, "Oh, you're the Nirvana baby, are you?"
Yeah, that's true. You know, it's like getting touched as a kid. You could just take that to the grave. You don't have to talk about it.
Yeah.
What were you saying?
Are any pedophiles like attracted to like newborn baby?
That Lost Prophets guy.
Yeah.
The fucking he's like the British punk band or whatever. He got fucking Ian something.
Ian McKellen.
I was dude. I had to stop somebody at the bar because there's a really good local band called Lost Projects, and I think they actually had to. I think they changed their name because of they kept on getting confused with Lost Prophets or whatever, or the Lost Prophets and Lost Projects. Which hey, Lost Prophets are the pedophiles. The Lost Projects is a good band in fucking San Antonio, and I was at a bar, and somebody was like, "Do you hear about the Lost Projects? The main guy's a fucking pedophile." I'm like, "No." I think some people didn't take. I was like, "No, that's not true. You're thinking about this other band. Please don't say that."
That's been me with the two Jake Floreses.
How did that happen? This is Google.cp.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Let me see. Lost Prophets.
Ever since you said it, I'm like, wait, which one? You keep mixing it up in me. I don't know.
No, I keep talking about this.
Ian Watkins. That's his name. Ian Watkins. No, that guy
Just
was
a sicko, piece
a
of shit.
mega pedophile, a baby raping pedophile. Yeah. What? Yeah. No, dude. People are fucking sick out there, dude. People are fucking horrible.
I heard of that band before.
Lost Prophets. They're pretty popular, especially in that scene. You know,
You're gonna have to get rid of their vinyl. But
I do not own their music.
I've never even heard of them.
I just have them on
moshed to them at the
Facebook.
last
That's
war.
It was
Dude, we're
Take Your
doing
Kids
so
to
much
Mosh
damage
Day.
to Kiss's brand right today.
I know.
They're gonna think that Chris had all this stuff to say about cuties.
Great.
I mean, to take the name of such an innocent little fruit.
Cutie. Yeah.
Those little tangerines.
What if I'm Googling calorie
called
points on
cuties?
cuties?
That's what those
Yeah, those
oranges are
little
called.
tangerines. They
Little
call
tangerines.
them. The most popular
Yeah.
brand of them was called Cuties, and now I don't see nothing from them.
Oh,
I think
they're still
I think
out
that
there.
Netflix. But they're
Fuck them over?
keeping mom. They don't want to be doing ads right now.
Still
They
say
should get
cuties.
the actors from there.
Maybe they changed it to not Netflix's cuties. Like that's the title of it.
Well, here's the wild thing too: is I heard when everybody was like, "Oh, well, if you're the parent, are you gonna like take the opportunity away from your kid to get like one of the most exposure roles? Like they're gonna get like something. Like, has anybody heard about like, hey, you heard about that great new movie? Yeah, it was the main actress from Cuties in it. You know, she's like." It's like the Precious chick, you know? It's like they throw in a couple like token parts, but after the Precious movie, you never really saw anything from her.
Gabourey Sidibe.
Gabourey. I saw her in America. They always try to stick her on American Horror Story. It's like, don't be mean to her like that. All right? Please. That's
She was in the carnival one, and guess who she played in the carnival?
the 10.
I think they had a Down syndrome girl on the American Horror
They
Story.
did.
Yeah.
Well, back when it was what was that High School Musical, the darker one?
I haven't
The musical series.
I've never seen it.
Huh? Glee.
Glee.
Oh,
They had a Down syndrome actress in
Darker
Glee.
High School Musical.
Oh, she was the Down syndrome chick because she was Jay Lynch's sister.
Yeah, she was Jane. Oh, she's actual sister?
No, the show.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, dude. Jay Lynch don't have fucking shitty jeans like that.
Knowing that show, they probably ended up giving her the wheelchair guy.
Yeah, no, he actually rejected her.
I love that you know Glee by heart.
You said wheelchair guy like you don't know.
I
it.
like Jane Lynch.
I made that up. I made that
What's
up.
his name? What's wheelchair guy's name? I know him as wheelchair
Freddie. I don't know. I made it up. I don't know.
Wheels.
Wheelie.
They call him Scooter.
I know the guy who calls himself Puck Overdosed.
You know why?
Because he got caught for fucking being a
Yeah.
cuties.
Full circle, guys.
So, dude, you know what's weird about that? Well, not weird. The only reason I watch Glee, I think of at least 2 or 3 seasons, maybe more, because that's how big a fan of Jane Lynch I am. And she's like one of the main characters. Not really main. She doesn't show up there enough for me to have watched that show as much as I did.
Did you like Best in Show?
I love all that guy's shit.
Me
Whatever his
too.
name is.
Christopher Guest?
Christopher Guest. There you go.
She's
I was thinking
amazing.
Pete Best.
When Pete Best was kicked out of the Beatles, he was like, "You know what? God damn it, I'm gonna make the greatest improv movies."
Did you ever hear about So did you ever hear about this? So Pete Best, if you guys don't know, Pete Best is one of the guys that was in the Beatles. He used to be the drummer, and then they kicked him out and got Ringo Starr. Right.
Yeah.
Right before like they blew up and stuff. So Pete Best is still a musician, and one Christmas when Beatles were at their like top of their height, they released an album called Best of the Beatles. And a bunch of people bought it thinking that it was going to be the best of the Beatles, but it was just Pete Best of the Beatles. His solo
That is the most hood shit
That's
I've ever.
so
That's
amazing.
so fucking cool.
It's the dude who,
It's like, fuck,
the dude that came up with that got the biggest fucking raise.
I had a friend who went to a concert and he's like, "We're gonna go see the Deftones," and then afterwards he's like, "It was the Deft Ones."
Really? You want to hear about this one? So you guys know Victor Mendoza?
Yeah.
So John Abraham, another comedian, he's like really into politics, and he showed me a flyer for for like the people that were running for sheriff. They were having like a big luncheon, and one of them was Victor Mendoza, right?
I saw that.
And he showed me the thing,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Hey, look at this." I'm like, "Holy shit, Victor Mendoza!" So I go down there, thinking Victor Mendoza was running for sheriff. Thinking the comedian Victor Mendoza, I was like, this is such a genius bit. I wouldn't even think, what a funny idea to run for sheriff and all that. And I go down there and I'm like, hey, so where's Victor at? And he introduces me to some fucking guy.
You went to this event?
So I'm meeting some guy and I'm talking
Maybe
to him.
they
Like,
give me a guest spot.
yeah.
Let me just.
No, it's like the fucking whitest, it's just like an event hall. I think it was at a fucking veterans place or whatever. And it was just like, have you ever been to a church and you go afterwards for fucking coffee and donuts?
Yes.
It was exactly like
Yes,
that.
yeah.
Exactly like that.
Yes.
That was the vibe. And then John's like, hey, let's go over here and get a picture with this guy. I'm like, okay, some guy in a cowboy hat. I'm like, so where's Vic? He's like, that was Victor Mendoza. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I drove an hour in traffic, and that same day, I saw a fucking guy on a motorcycle fall off the motorcycle right in front of me on the highway, and I was like, holy shit. Is anybody getting... Okay, they got him. I drove around it. I had to get the Victor Mendoza.
I like to think that John Abraham finally like got you into politics and thought he was like, God, yeah, Alonzo wants to be like...
It really was like that.
Civil and like a part of this all, and then you're like, what?
That legit pretty much happened because I was like, so... it was like, I was like, so what are we doing? It's like, oh, I'm just gonna be here. And he's like, just like earnestly talking to the candidates and stuff, and asking about their positions, and then talking to the people around there and stuff. I'm like, all right, I had no idea.
He's like, local government is my favorite thing to do after comedy.
I just like to imagine you drive up there, like, I'm gonna be a part of the community.
Yeah, I like to block walk, you know.
And Alonzo's literally leaving, and like, I hope that guy didn't die. All right, we go around. It's great, man.
Well, my whole thing was, I was like,
What did it bring up?
By the way, I used to get paid for block walking a long time ago.
what was block walking?
Like block walking for candidates. You know, like knocking on doors and like giving them like flyers or whatever.
Oh, you want to hear a funny story?
No.
Go on.
But I used to work for this guy named Maserat. He was running for Texas representative. He was running for his name was Maserat Ali. Yeah, he's an Indian guy. So like,
what was the first clue?
Huh? Like he was running up against a popular Republican, but apparently he fucking lost big times because
Because you said his
He's a
name.
fucking Indian?
Ever. You ever said his name. He should have changed his name.
No,
I hate
that's
to be
what
like
he should have done
but-
that, you know. But no, he's.
What year was this?
It's 2010.
Yeah, he definitely should have. Because like now we're
Yeah.
all like, yeah, man, the weirder the name, the better.
Yeah,
Back then
of
it was
course.
like, we did it with Barack. We're not doing it again.
Oh yeah,
Here's what I love about Democrats is that they'll have like they'll offer to drive you to the voting thing, you know, under the assumption you're going to vote for a Democrat. So I would take advantage of that shit, and I get a free ride to the voting place, and then vote for a Republican because I don't like that shit. I don't like.
Why
of
do
course-
they? You really think you're saying that like that's what all Democrats are doing right now?
They're all doing
So I'm going to be a poll worker this year, and now I'm realizing I fucked up because my whole intent was to get Alonzo to come out and vote.
You never seen that where they so like whenever there's a voting thing, it's like, hey, if you need somebody that needs a ride to the polls, let us know. We'll get them a ride over there.
Yeah, ideally they shouldn't care who you vote for.
Yeah.
But
I
do they,
know,
do they
but
make
they-
it weird the whole time?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all talking about politics the whole time and
Yeah.
shit. I'm like, you have no
Yeah.
idea what I'm about to do, you dumb motherfucker. Wasting your gas like an idiot. For me. Yeah, that's what you do when you don't have a job. You just try to
you
undermine
you
the politics
mooch
of other
rides to
people.
go vote for
other
Republican.
people. Yeah.
And then you realize you forgot to register and it's
Yeah.
been like
Oh, shit,
years.
Yeah. I wish you could have gone there, but yeah, I think they automatically do it when you fucking do something. I forget.
I think so. I think so.
I don't know.
When you renew your license, they do.
Yeah.
They also ask you if you want to be a donor. How many of you guys say no to that? Of course you say no.
I've done it a couple of times. It's not bad.
Why wouldn't you want to be
You've done what a couple times?
Donate blood.
No, we're talking about an organ donor.
organ donor?
Oh no, I wouldn't
On
do
the
that unless
license.
you're dead.
No way. No.
Bella, are you an
My
organ
license
donor?
says donor, so I mean, but you know, you're dead, so don't worry. You don't
There
worry
you
about
go.
it. Yeah,
That's what I
exactly.
feel.
Bella's a donor. You said you're a donor or no?
Yeah.
Would you
You are?
donate alive? Would you donate alive? Like if somebody needed something? Yeah.
Absolutely. Who the fuck wants it?
That's true. That's a good question. Are they a piece of shit?
Yeah, or I mean, are they gonna book me or what's in it for me over here?
If it's Cleto Rodriguez, we'll do it.
So, are you an organ donor, John?
Think I am. Let me check,
Let me check your
my
license.
ID.
Yeah, check your license.
Let me look at my license. Let me make sure that I didn't change it.
Check your license and then just put it right up to the camera so everyone else can check.
Where does it say on the front? Right?
It says it on the front. There's a little heart next to your expiration and issuance date.
I guess I'm not.
Are you?
I guess I'm not.
Not a donor. Guys, it's literally a yes or
see.
no
Let me see.
option.
These babies are staying in here.
You got it? There's a little heart.
I am.
Well, you're not going to be donating your eyes. Yeah, I'm a donor.
Yours and yours.
Actually happens though. Your next of kin can decide if you want it.
Yes. But if
Really?
you have like a living will,
That's bullshit. That's bullshit. How's that work? That's bullshit. No, no. No,
That's
here's my
true.
thing.
Not disclosed. So like, let's say it's not on your license. It's not like you're saying no, I'm not an organ.
Sorry, guys. I'm just screaming and nobody knows why. Bella's saying that if you die, your next of kin can still decide if you're an organ donor or not. So I just flipped out. I'm sorry. I know my bleeding heart mom and dad are going to be like, oh, well, no. I need all my organs to go to white heaven, all right?
so I'm a donor and a DNR because I feel like I don't want anybody deciding I get to stick around, and I don't want anyone deciding they can't take my.
And
my
this is
bit.
why you're stupid, because how about this? How about when fucking billionaire fucking Mark Cuban needs a fucking kidney and then Alonzo's just teetering on life and death? What are they going to do? They're going to be like, hey, maybe we need to just let him fucking, maybe this is the Lord's will. We'll let him pass on and get Mark Cuban a new fucking kidney.
No, the idea would be they could do both.
What do you mean?
They would take that and then they would DNR you.
No, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm not an organ donor, because there's no incentive to have Alonzo dead. All right? Because if I'm an organ donor, then it's like,
So you don't want to give back to society with your death.
what have they ever done for me? Every day, what have they done for me? What are you fucking talking about? What do you mean give back to society? Dude, that's what I'm saying. It's like, they're going to be like, oh, Alonzo's there on life support, and then some black kid got shot, and he needs a fucking kidney. Or Chinese.
Now, let's say you went to a couple Diddy parties. Would you feel different? Would you feel like your life was worth something?
What does that even mean? My whole point is that if somebody needs an organ and Alonzo's there and they're like, hey, we can either like try really hard to get him alive, or we can let him die and give this fucking kid a fucking organ and shit, you know?
But we definitely won't give you a spot if you're like fucked up, you know?
What do you mean?
if you're like, I'm alive, they saved me. Can I go up and still do 10 minutes? We'd be like, ugh, because we'd have to. Because we'd have to feel bad for you. You know what I mean?
Probably
like
win
you didn't
America's
die,
Got
but
Talent.
you're back, but you're not really back.
Dude,
you
if
know?
I came back retarded and stuff like that, I'd take over the scene.
Your words, not mine. Well, actually, you probably would in
I would
Austin.
take over the scene.
You would take over in Austin.
Well, I take over the whole world. What are you talking about? I have my own handlers and shit like that, and I'd still have and I'd just be able to say all the crazy shit. I'd just be defecating on stage and jacking off, and they can't stop me.
Tony
'cause I'm
Hinchcliffe's
fucking retarded.
GGL of
dripping.
comedy.
Yeah, dude. Tony Hinchcliffe's ears perked up right now.
Yeah.
He's like a retard. I discovered this guy. I'm the one that said do not resuscitate. But I don't, dude. So you don't ever think about that? You guys don't ever? Do you ever think that maybe black people get drive-by shot so they can get their organs and give them to white people? That's what Reed thinks. That's what Reed Clark thinks. He legit thinks that black people get drive-by shots so white people can steal their organs. I'm like, Reed, you're crazy.
So it's kind of like when you're like, you know, when there was the draft, and they're like, I don't want to go to the draft, and they're like, just break my legs. It's the same thing. Like black guys are like, I don't want to. I want a better lung. Like, what
are you talking? No. What happens is that a white guy is sick and he needs a kidney, right? So what they do is they go through the hospital records and they say, oh, Jamal's the right type, blood type.
Oh, and they go drive by.
They go drive by, shoot Jamal. And shit, and then make sure that there's a fucking ambulance right around the corner.
That is wild.
So they can get there real quick, and then they pull it, and they're like, "Everybody, get out of the way! We got to take care of Jamal." And then they just put a fucking pillow over his face on the way to the hospital. You know,
that's really creative racism. That's like
that's not me.
terrible.
That's fucking Reed. That's what Reed believes. I bet
I'm
Jay
Clark.
Scott believes the same fucking thing too. I want to call Jay Scott and be like, "Hey Jay."
Dan Zam, maybe Dan Zam.
I remember when the
Clark
Buffalo, New York
actually
shooting was happening, and Jay Scott was having secret black meetings outside Elbow Room and shit. Which he just had all the black dudes in a little corner and shit. He's like, "Yo, dog, they really coming for us this time." And I'm over there like, "Hey, do you guys want to talk? Let me tell you my opinion." And Jay's like, "See, that's what I'm talking about. It's guys like that. They're gonna be the first to go."
Meanwhile, he makes fun of me for drinking fruity drinks. You can't have it both ways.
I want to, dude. I was like, why can't I be a part of your secret black people
I was
meeting? Jay
just gonna
Scott?
say, why you can't try and fail to be black and then also wreck on white people for being white.
Shit.
You're one. You're not in the middle. You're one or the other.
Who? Jay Scott isn't black.
You're either all black or you're all white. You can't be in the middle.
No, yeah, I can.
Alonzo can.
You're not talking about Ebo, right?
Okay. All right.
But Alonzo just kind of has that swagger about
He
him.
does. He kind of
Yeah,
has
he
that
does.
lilt.
It's like when I talk black and all that. When I'm like, in front of black people and stuff, they feel comforted by
They're
it.
like, dab it up.
Yeah, they're not insulted by it. They feel like they're like, wow, he's one of us. You know, he respects our struggle.
Yeah.
Bella, will you grab Uncle Ruckus from the closet?
You mean his VIP dressing room? What the fuck are you talking about?
On next week's episode, Earthquake.
Dude, I can't have no man. Last time I had a black person in here was fucking Bub, and he brought an even blacker person in here, and then fucking that episode was lost to time. It's fucking.
This is being in this show is like when a white guy walks up to you and thinks because you're white, you're also as racist as him, and he starts saying shit. He's like, you know, right?
You don't even know the episode I'm talking about. It has nothing to do with race. It just has to do with. I was like, all right, well, maybe we should just not have.
It
black
just
people
sounds
anymore.
like you said you're scared of a blacker guy than
Then Bub Jenkins.
Bub
I'm afraid
Jenkins.
of black people. Is that wrong?
Oh, I'm not saying that's not the case.
Is it wrong to be afraid of the black man, to fear their power and their strength
Yeah.
and their virility?
If I remember this story correctly, this specific brother was going to Thailand on kid fucking missions.
Whoa!
How do I ace that fucking
lead with that,
Yeah.
not the they're blacker than Bub line.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I don't know if there's a correlation.
Oh man,
Bub, you know this guy, and you're also black. And what's going on here?
I like that when you get hired on SNL, they don't actually have to look that deep to find the one where they fire you. You know.
We're saying the
They
C
couldn't
word.
fire me from SNL. What are they gonna do? Fire a trans man?
I forgot about that about you.
Yeah, dude, I'm fucking everything.
That's right, I forgot.
I'm the biggest
Yeah,
faggot
yeah.
that ever walked the fucking earth, dude. You can't stop me. You can't
Yeah.
stop this.
There's no Bo and Yang. There's me, Alonzo.
You can't
Me,
even
myself,
catch me
and
for
I.
nothing. I'll pull a Kevin Spacey and be like, I'm gay now. That's what Puffy should have done. Should have been like, I know what you guys are saying, but I'm gay. I know what you guys are saying, but I'm gay actually. And then it'd be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Everything
That's
cleared
why
up.
you would need that much lube.
Yes,
Of course.
Everybody knows gay sex is much.
Imagine, dude. Do you think Puffy's house smells like just butt and lube? Like, or there's just at least one room that does?
It smells like one of those ball pits at a 1998 McDonald's.
Yeah, with all the people sweating, it's
All the
got
kids,
like
like, playing
start to
around.
get, like a wrestling room stench.
When you get to Puffy's house, do you hear it first or do you smell it first? It's like
you smelt it, dealt it.
You can smell boiling potato oil in the background.
And I hate to say it, but a whole house full of sweaty black people. I'm just saying, it's just like I don't know.
Remember when I mentioned how one white guy thinks all the other white guys are as racist as him?
Have you ever been in a house full of sweaty black people? No, because you're fucking racist, Sam! You ain't never been in the hood, Sam! You ain't never fucking hung out with a black man, Sam!
They never invite me!
I'm not saying I want to be a house full of sweaty Mexicans or Chinese people either. I'm just saying Diddy's probably going to have some brothers over there because he's a black guy. And they're hanging out with each other and they're listening to rap music.
Is DJ Khaled black?
No, he's Indian.
No, he's Lebanese, right?
I know he can't date my daughter, but
well, he wouldn't want to.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. My daughter's beautiful.
No, he's gay.
Okay.
Bring out the daughter.
Bring it out.
Bring out the whole ocean of daughters.
He tries to play with her pussy like he's playing Bob Marley's guitar.
Read this. I don't know what the
Read
clit
this
is.
note. DJ Khaled, we gave you this little girl.
Yeah, exactly. We knew you were a fan of Alonzo. Here's his daughter. Here's the model of daughter.
Ow, ow, ow.
No, she just screams like Bob Marley, the Wailers. Man.
What if Bob Marley was into like shipping and it was the Whalers, like WHALER?
Whalers, like they hunt whales.
Like throwing spears out into the audience.
Man, that would have made you feel like a real big man, I think.
Right?
Yeah, hunting, taking down a whale. Like you're on your boat, you're out there for a couple months, you finally find a whale. You and the boys are just like probably half drunk with your fucking spears and shit. A couple people fall off the side of the boat, and you're like, oh, we'll always remember them, you know, and shit. It'd be great.
When you get that fucking whale.
I think you would be a great fucking pirate.
Yarr, mate.
I think you'd just be down for whatever and shit. You know, when the going got tough, you'd still be there. When shit was, you know, you just do whatever.
Maybe riding the waves. Maybe.
What would your pirate name be?
Bob the Pirate.
Bobby Diesel.
No. Bob Barnacle.
Bob Barnacle.
Barnacle Bob.
Barnacle Bob.
That's actually really
Oh,
funny.
Barnacle Bob.
Yeah, exactly. Bob
Barnacle, not
Oh, Barnacle Bob.
Bob Barnacle.
Stays with the
name
ship.
right now.
Barnacle Bob stays with the ship.
Staged right now.
I'm trying to think of nautical names for us now. Let me think.
I know, dude. Really.
Seaweed Haynie, but that's not as good. Let me see. Let me see. Clam Haynie.
Clam Haynie.
There we go. Clam Haynie. All right, let me see.
I love it.
John Scuttle. There you go.
Scuttle,
Yeah.
Scuttle, Tuttle.
John Scuttle.
Not Scuttle.
And then Alonzo. I mean,
Let
God.
me see.
Captain Alonzo.
And the Captain Fag. And the homo.
Alonzo Toucan.
Alonzo Toucan,
Yeah,
yeah.
there you go. Alonzo Toucan.
We win. Exactly.
Little flip flop.
Clam Haney. All right.
Clam
That
Haney's
was the only good one. Barnacle Bob, yeah.
Bob Barnacle.
Yeah, they all kind of
Barnacle Bob.
slowly. Yeah.
No, Bob Barnacle. I mean, Barnacle Bob is cool too.
Yeah.
I couldn't be a pirate. Unless I was the captain. Even then, I get mutinied. Like I couldn't deal with a bunch of dudes like that. I'd be too annoying.
15 hours on deck. You know what I mean? Like in the fucking heat, under the sun, no shade, just working all fucking day.
When you put it like that, being a pirate is kind of gay.
That's really gay.
Yeah.
Then what do they do when they get down in the brig?
There is to become a butt pirate.
All right, let me just, okay, and I know we're getting on the racist thing a lot, but let me just ask this, all right? Wouldn't it suck if you're on the Amistad and you didn't know what the cargo you were picking up was? But it's like, what am I going to stay in Africa? Like, it's like you get over there and you're like, oh, I don't agree with that you're bringing all these black people on here.
But
I do need a
also
ride
don't want to
home.
live there.
Yeah, it's like, I need a ride home. So, I mean, like, I thought we were picking up coconuts or something, like, or
Well,
sugar
just imagine
cane.
him tiptoeing like around everything.
Yeah.
Like, can you
Imagine the smell. Okay, 1 second.
What if the slaver was gay and was into black guys? I don't know.
That's the only way I could do it.
I like that.
Yeah. It'd be
You my special one. I'm gonna name you Jody. You like chicken, Jody?
Hold on, who worked on the ship?
Jews. What?
they own the ship, dude.
Because that's what I was gonna say. Like, if they're gonna do that horrific thing of like tying them down onto the ground and like lining them up like sardines. Like,
oh shit!
Who's the guy that has to work?
Chat says early life. Khalid Muhammad Khalid. No wonder he says everything twice. Khalid Muhammad Khalid was born on November 26, 1975 in New Orleans, a poor black man. Oh, my bad. To Palestinian parents who immigrated to the United States.
Palestinian.
He's a fucking Palestinian. No wonder he's been so quiet about this Israel shit. Shouldn't he be the one that's been like, you know, we taking over? No.
He could fix the whole
Could
thing.
you imagine DJ Khaled trying to do like a pro-Palestine, you know, stop the genocide
with his dumb as he is, just trying.
This is terrible. I don't like this.
Why
this
they
makes
do
me
it?
upset.
Why they do
I
it?
don't like this.
Look at the map. Why they do it?
We need
The map make no sense. The map make how the countries look like that. The map make no sense.
That's why they said river to the sea. The river to the sea. Because that's our sea right there.
And Jesus is there. Jesus is there.
When they say river to the sea, I am in the land in between. You talking about me. Well, I guess that would be... So he'd be pro to the river to the sea. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear about? No, it's all good. You're killing it. so apparently Israel intercepted a whole. You guys hear about this, right? They intercepted like a cruise ship or no, what a shipping ship. What the fuck do you call a ship that has shit on it? It had a whole bunch of electronics. The fucking Israel? Yeah, they intercepted it and then filled it all with bombs and sent it to Syria.
How they did it?
Yeah,
That's
Lebanon.
crazy, dude.
Yeah, right. Lebanon.
Yeah.
Isn't that in Syria?
No, it's a different
Lebanon's
country.
its own country.
It's its
You
own
gotta,
country,
you
yeah.
gotta get through Lebanon to get to Syria.
Okay, well, I'll
Yeah.
take that. But either way,
Unless you're digging.
I was just reading an article. Let me see. What did they call it? Because the phrasing was very funny to me. It's like
If you're going to the Mediterranean.
they're calling it Black Ops. So basically, let me say it. So Israel filled a bunch of pagers and phones and a bunch of different electronics with fucking explosives, and then just set them all off. So like 1,200 explosives, like in people's like wherever they had them and shit, injuring people and all that. And the news is saying more reports of Israel's Black Ops. It's like, is there a law that says we can't call Israel terrorists or something? It's like
They call them they're like a special forces team, so they treat it like it's a military action rather than what you're trying to get at is like
it's fucking
they're just being
terrorism. What if it was
terrorists,
literally anybody else
Yeah.
or any other country that did that shit?
Yeah.
It would be terrorism.
And we're like, ooh, cool. Yeah,
I was like, what the fuck? I was like, dude,
Only
I
if
don't
it's
even try to get mad anymore because I'm like, really? Really? They're just blowing up pagers randomly and shit like that? And then it's like, and we're not even saying like, and you know what I'm saying?
How is that defending ourselves?
The worst part
How is that
would piss
defending?
everybody off.
Yeah, how
dude.
is yeah.
Blow up anything in my fucking house and shit. And I find out Israel did it, dude. You made a fucking enemy for life. Even a fucking that sounds like. Dude, that's what I'm saying. It makes no. It's like they're just trying to piss people off now. It's like how many key targets did you have? I mean, you randomly put these explosives into a thing. They could go anywhere.
Killed children.
Of course. They, I mean,
On the hospital, I think.
I'm thinking about it. How many parents hand their kids the fucking tablet or the fucking phone and say, "Here, scroll on that shit."
Beep on this.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's
or just a kid walking next to his
I don't
dad.
believe the beeper shit. I believe that that's some fog of war shit that they said to fucking try to get to dismiss it. So we're like, oh, he uses beepers anymore and shit. Or maybe the fucking what do they call them? Lebanese, I guess, they use them. That's what I'm saying. That blows my fucking mind that people are. You know what I'm saying? And there's no gives a fuck about it unless you are an actual anti-Semite. Then nobody wants to listen to you. You know what I mean? But it's like, okay, really,
There's no middle ground of like, hey, this is fucked up that Mossad's doing this. And
I think what they're doing to Palestine's already fucked up, and now you're doing this on top of it. You guys are crazy. I'm saying they don't give a fuck about anybody, and it's like they're acting like a terrorist country. They're straight up acting like all those other countries that we're supposedly going to war with and shit. They're doing the same shit. Imagine if Iran sent 1,200 things over to us and shit like that.
Yeah.
We'd be over there tomorrow.
Oh, it's totally different because it's not being domestically
It's on us.
It's not on us, so it's like, oh, it
or
doesn't
anybody
matter.
that we care about,
If
or a
it's
country that I can point out on a fucking map.
right.
I thought it was Syria. I think Syria also got some of
You
it.
thought Lebanon was a city in Syria.
Yeah, exactly. But I know it's so fucked up. You know, it's like, but I mean, that's what.
Hey,
it's like,
peace to the Middle East, BB.
Peace to the Middle East.
No, where's my Israeli flag? I had it out. Did I not bring it over? This somewhere. I need it behind me.
I think you should hate the government. You should hate the plans and ideas of the special units. But I don't know. I think that the line that's drawn in the sand is don't just then go after Jewish people.
Oh no.
You feel me?
I mean, there's a difference between Zionism and Judaism.
No, that is true. No,
Zion-
no. And I'm glad that Bob said that because I was explaining that to you outside the club a couple years ago. Is that, there's a big difference between being anti-Zionist and being anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
But the Zionists will try to spend a lot of money convincing you that there is no difference between those two things.
But to the point, I think the other people that don't know the difference are just anti-Semitic on top of being like this is fucked up. Those goddamn K words,
and when you said that, you really set Bob straight.
Yeah, you did.
Let me send you some documentaries, Bob. Well, that's the thing. So basically, people don't know Zionism is like Jewish supremacy. They believe that they're God's chosen people and that God has a special plan for them where they're going to rule the world from Israel and shit like that. And the only way that's going to I don't know. Can you read?
I am not pro-Zionist. I'm just fucking around.
No.
I have no opinion on that.
And also, stop cutting babies' dicks off, please. Can we stop doing that? Can we? Oh no, that bums me out too. That really bums me out. Like, everything about Israel bums me out. Like, there's not anything really good about it except for the amazing talent, dude. When a Jewish man was running. When you put a Jewish man in charge of 5 black people, they will sing a song that will go to the top of the fucking charts and shit. Music was way better when fucking Jews were running all the minorities and stuff like that.
So are you cut?
No. But every time I go into a synagogue, I pull my foreskin back.
Of course you act like that's a big deal.
Drew Blue's lawyer, any comments?
You act like that's a big deal. We're all cut in here. Come on.
You got your foreskin?
Yes, I do.
Really?
He sets at the right hand of a lawyer.
Damn it.
Do you have your foreskin?
No, I don't have my foreskin.
Okay, cool.
Ah, shit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hang on, is it too late to ask
This is
a
the
question?
cut side.
This is
Bars, you got your dick skin?
Definitely cut.
Circumcised, baby.
Many
your dick
people
skin?
say that this side is like an open air prison.
It is.
Arturo,
Tiebreaker.
Yo.
do you got your dick skin?
Yeah, I got the fucking hoodie, dog. I would never get rid of it. I would be an incomplete man if I ever sniffed that shit. And also, I will go as far as to say that you don't get the same sensations as somebody who snipped. They were just they invented that circumcision.
How would
shit
you
supposedly
know?
for cleanliness.
How would
So
you
people
know?
stop
I'll tell
jacking
you how
off.
to know.
People
Know
never
how I know?
stop jacking off.
You know how I know?
You know
what I
why?
do? No, I did experiments when I was a kid.
know.
I used to check this out. You pull your foreskin back and then just let it sit there for as long as you can stand it. That's how you know. Because it gets dried out and it gets fucking painful and it fucking stinks.
No.
Yes,
Yes, it does.
Okay,
Here's
but
the thing,
why
trust
the
me.
fuck would you do that?
No, why you don't feel it anymore? Because like you have a
Why are
callus
you
on your feet
yelling?
and you don't.
What do you mean by dried out? Do you have a
Because
red
Sam's-
rocket under your skin?
Why am I yelling? You can hear me. You we're all headphones
Wait,
on.
why? What do you mean dried out? Are you saying that like your skin over
Your
your dick
gland's
makes
penis.
makes it
Moist.
wet?
Yeah.
Ew, dude. Ew.
You don't like
Ew.
it's called it's a fucking genital. It's an organ. It needs to be moist so it can.
No, dude, it's not
Yes.
a pussy. It's not supposed to be wet.
You're crazy, dude. The glans penis is what fucking initiates the fucking dick going in there. It's like a fucking dock or whatever. The foreskin goes to the pussy hole, and then the head of the penis can slide through the foreskin and go into the pussy.
I mean, my penis still goes inside of a vagina.
Hey, I gotta tell
You bring your girlfriend over here. Bob will fuck her with his uncircumcised penis. You fuck her with your cut penis, and we'll see what she says.
Hell yeah.
We'll let her
Oh
decide.
my God,
Unless you don't care about your woman.
Can I ask a question? Can
Look.
I ask a question? I've been waiting for like 35 minutes. Can I ask a question?
Okay.
Ask a question.
Yes, we can come to Dakota tonight.
I'll be there.
Yo, is it too late to get on the flyer for today's show? Because I feel like I've been carrying this entire episode.
Oh, fuck off.
All right, one second before
Is
you
it
say
too
this.
late?
Before you say this, 1 second. Zandy in the chat. Anti-Semitism is hostility and prejudice directed towards the Jewish people. Zionism refers to the movement to create a Jewish state in the Middle East, roughly corresponding with the historical land of Israel, and thus support for the modern state of Israel. Allegedly, is what she said. So go on, I'm sorry.
Is it too late to get on the flyer for today's show?
Nah, you can get on there. I don't give a shit.
Okay, check your messages. I just photoshopped it.
Art's the best. Dude,
wanna
you
pull
put the
things up.
art in
Stop looking at my screen.
heart dicks.
Did you see it?
No, Art. I'm doing
just
literally
reading-
a million other things.
I'm reading his Facebook Messenger.
Can you
Yeah, stop
stop
it.
doing the other million things?
All right,
and
there we
just
go.
Focus on me. Can we just make everything
One second, let me
about
pull this up real quick. I'll pull it up.
Show it.
Show it.
That's Arturo Bars.
It just shows bad Alonzo Cantu's bad imp.
You need a Hausberg edit. We need to see the Drew Blues lawyer version.
Yeah, can you make the Dr. Schmigmalheimer?
Yeah, if you could if you have a picture of like you in a suit with like glass. I mean, yeah, you have glasses.
By the way, we cannot just forget that you said that like an
I like how Sam
uncircumcised
Haney's like-
dick gets dry as
Sam
if it's
Haney.
supposed to be wet. What are you talking about?
So when God created your penis, do you think that he was like, you know what? I wish I just fucking left a little off the tip. Thank God the Jews are there to fix that for
You're
me.
not answering me. Why is it that you think a dick should be wet?
Guys, we're not talking
What are
about
you
the
talking
elephant.
about? Have you ever jacked off before, Sam?
Yeah, I don't.
What do
need,
you jack off with, sand?
I don't need to use lube.
Okay, good
Dude,
for
he's
you.
He's from East Texas. It's illegal out there.
That's right.
So when you have sex with a vagina, do you like it to be dry or wet?
They
He's a
create
virgin.
the
I'm not
moisture.
asking that question, Sam. When you have sex with a vagina, would you like to be dry or would you like to be wet?
It's wet, and that's why I do
No,
foreplay
Sam.
and make love.
Answer the question.
That's why I make love.
Sam, if you have sex with a woman, would you prefer her to be dry or would you prefer to be wet?
You just said her. Yes, her should be wet.
Okay, here's the point. Don't you think that a woman would like to have sex with a dry penis or a fucking wet penis?
Bella, you're with me, right?
Bella, do you want a wet penis with smegma or a dry penis
you want
with
a wet penis or
Give her the mic. Give her the mic. Give Bella the mic, Bob, real quick. Just give her the mic.
Do you want a penis that shouldn't be wet
Don't
to
interrupt
be
her.
wet?
Let her talk.
Tiebreaker. I have experienced both. I have not experienced wetness from a uncut person because I don't know, but yeah,
What
either
about
one
pre-cum?
works. But wet, no.
Pre-cum's when you're deep
Pre-cum's-
inside for a while.
Pre-cum is when you just
That's
watch.
what I'm thinking of. Like, what do you mean by wet?
They're talking about their smegma. They don't clean themselves.
He's talking about being ate and being gross.
Having,
dirty.
having oil and like natural body like fluid, that's normal. I thought you were like talking about like lubrication.
No, I'm just talking about. So you've had sex with a fucking cut penis and an uncut
Yeah.
penis. Is there a difference?
Not really.
Okay, well there you go.
Done.
So what? You can't feel a difference. There you go.
This
It's
is like
loose as
Israel.
hell.
This is like Israel
There's your
Palestine.
answer.
We're fighting and like they don't even care.
I don't
The rest
give
of
a
the world doesn't even care.
Yeah, no.
Like we're like, oh you, babada, you, and they're like, guys, chill out. Like,
All right. So Zandy says, "Who has chafed until they bleed?"
oh, I have. Oh yeah.
Are you being serious?
No, I used to have a big problem when I would be like I would do it for hours and I would be chafing.
I never have gotten that
I
problem.
never
'cause I'm a
either.
foreskin. I can masturbate all day, all night till the cows come home.
I can play with my wiener
cool.
On my head in a
in a shoe.
He just
in a
looks like a
room.
pro gooner.
yeah.
Right, yeah.
In a cage.
We're the
with a
goon
box,
squad,
with a
baby.
box.
Of course, the uncut side are gooners.
I'm tired of this bullshit. Sorry. Talk for me.
I'm not pro Hamas necessarily, but if they all told me they were cut, then I would understand a little more why they did what they did on October 7th.
Yeah, because they're all pissed off.
Right.
Why do we feel
Because-
the
Because they're cut off of food and water.
Yeah, their
apparently.
dick has no food, no water.
Yeah,
How's their dick going to get wet and eat
yeah.
if they don't?
If they can't have sex, I mean, if we can't have food,
Yeah,
you can't have good
if you're
sex.
cut,
you know what I mean,
you can't eat, you can't feed your dick, you can't give your dick water.
of course.
Why do we feel the need to defend our parents' decisions? That's incredibly non-punk.
Oh, you're totally right. You're totally right. Yeah, your parents could have been like, "We're gonna cut him," and then you'd be this guy over
My
here.
dad knows better than your dad.
Yeah.
My dad was Catholic and they all did it. Your dad wasn't and you didn't do it.
That's literally it. Totally.
My dad reads more penis literature than yours. My dad's the kind of guy that puts weights on the end of his dick to grow it.
Oh, so you've looked into it. Somebody looked into the
Dude,
foreskin restoration.
have you seen John Wilson? How to with John Wilson on HBO?
No.
Oh, yeah, it's
He
pretty
meets
solid.
this guy on the street, and then this guy just invites him into his house and starts telling him about being uncut and how it's right. But then at the end, by the end, he's like on a bed with this weighted, corded system that goes over the back of his bed that makes his dick go longer, and he's just laying there naked, staring at this guy who's filming him. Like, this is how you do it.
He also makes.
As a passionate man.
He is very passionate.
He also makes music about trying to grow his foreskin back.
Can you find some of it?
Yeah, you can. I don't know how. You'd have to start with John Wilson.
Yeah, 1 second.
John Wilson.
Find his name.
John Wilson.
How to?
Yeah, just
how
look
to.
up John Wilson, like
Foreskin music.
Yeah, foreskin.
Yeah, foreskin. Yep.
How to a John Wilson official teaser. Who's the guy that he finds? Foreskin restoration anthem? There we go.
There you go.
Yeah.
I love that it's an anthem, as though all.
Oh, you know what? I think that's his account, TLC Tugger. So I think he just.
That's his.
I got 3 minutes not to smoke a cigarette. Probably going to test for this.
This is a great 3-minute tease right here. Whoa.
You guys heard this before?
This was the banger.
He's talented.
Yeah.
And
I don't know, Magic was in the recording room when.
And under those pants, you just know there's a regrown foreskin just sitting there, keeping him safe.
Stretched out.
He wears the TC Tugger like through his pants. It like goes down inside of his pants.
Cosmetic surgery, he seems quite well endowed. But what guy has enough?
Oh, and then what even? That's not even a. That's not even a pedal board. What the fuck is that?
It's new wave.
Yeah.
That amputation won't prevent an STD, and infants aren't at risk. Why steal my right to decide? I don't want much, just want my foreskin back again. No, it's not TMI, I shared it because we're friends. My parents chose this road, but I'll choose where it ends. Don't I deserve it all? Gonna grow it back again.
This song is
Grow
wild.
it back again, yeah.
Dude, God doesn't make mistakes. If it wasn't supposed to be there, it wouldn't be there.
You're
All
right,
you
dude.
fucking idiots that got it chopped off by your idiot parents.
You're right.
They fucked up, all right? And you know what? I'm gonna start saving my schmegma right now, and I'm gonna put it in a little balm container so you can rub it all over your chest like this.
That's not so fast. New skin will
I like that he represents Fender. He's a Fender guy. I mean, look, he's got quite the man cave of musical instruments, so he's talented. He's not, and I think maybe having his foreskin back may have had an influence on his talent. He has more than 4 cameras too, or he has more than 2 cameras.
Have you heard the song yet?
He can visualize his future and make it happen. Whereas some of us are going to sit here and complain and not make things happen for themselves. So in that way, I kind of owe him an apology.
All right. I'm just saying, everybody gets Scientology shit, but if they started chopping off kids' dicks, you know what I mean? Nobody would be like, wow.
I mean,
makes sense.
If anybody starts cutting anyone's dicks off, I agree.
It's a piece of it. It's a piece of it. Why don't I get to go look at some chick's pussy and be like, you know what? Let's lose it off the top. How about that?
My dick is still on.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, the Jewish ones. I get it. Yes, the Jewish men think like that. I get it, Bella. But I'm saying, us Gentiles, you know, I love God so much. When I see a dick with a foreskin on it, I'm like, there's God's creation, perfect, made in His image. Then you see,
That's
here's the
right.
thing. If we're made in God's image, then why are the Jews fucking with the image? Whose dick looks like that? Is it Satan's dick?
If the Israel-Palestine conflict is not resolved by the time I have kids, I will not get them circumcised.
All right, there we go.
Exactly.
Good job.
And if it is resolved and we become a two-state system, I will get a TC Tugger and make my foreskin come back. I will grow my foreskin back.
You should do it for the show. Just
I
to put some
will do it.
content.
Dude, let's
Can we all
buy
do it
one
for the show?
Yo,
Just-
Alonzo, can you buy one and we will both do it while we're on the show? We'll have our Tugger down.
Yeah,
our
I
pants.
think I bet it's one of those things that costs way more than it should.
Like $800.
Let me look it up. I'll look it up on the show.
Look it up.
If I remember correctly, it's like you have to like put a hook in your wall.
Yeah.
And then like Sam and I would lean back as this piece of string.
It looks like a Rube Goldberg machine for your dick.
I found it.
Yeah, dude, it's there.
Be careful about putting it up because.
Oh yeah, I might have some penises. One second. Let me see.
TLC Tugger. By the way, there's definitely a sketch on I Think You Should Leave where he sells
The TC
t-shirts.
Tuggers.
The TC
I was
Tuggers.
thinking the exact
I
same
know.
thing. I was like, is that the same?
Yeah.
I keep thinking that's probably where he got the name of it. Is like the TLC Tugger sounds hilarious. Let's call it TC Tuggers. What?
Let me just find the.
What, Bob?
So are we looking for your skin cone or
if
tension
Israel-
tuggers?
Look at the tension tugger.
If
I think the
Israel
tension
takes
tugger-
over Gaza and the West Bank, I promise myself I probably would get myself circumcised. I don't know.
You can get a product consultation for $15 where he just watches you do it.
I'll personally get a rabbi for having my.
He needs you to.
Oh, here's the kit. Here's the kit. Here's the kit. $90. That's what I'm saying. Ah,
Dude, I
I
think
gotta buy two of them, or can you guys use the same one?
Dude, I think it's worth it. You know what it is? So you take.
What's that? The TC Tugger kit, the $90 one. It comes with a TLC Tugger kit with your skin retaining cone and your two shucker straps.
One day,
And
one night.
What
You
the
have and it looks like the difference is sort of more like
Ooh, what
when you
cone
like set
sizes?
dark mode on your phone.
All right, here's
it's
the
just
real
like there's a
question.
black strap and a white strap.
When I'm ordering cone sizes, you guys better be accurate, because if you guys try to give me a wrong cone size, and you're like, oh, this is wrong.
I'm very thin, so you're going to need to go.
We got 20 millimeters.
Small diameter.
To, what's the
Small
highest cone
bore
size we
here.
got?
Alonso, is there a FAQ on determining your cone size?
Yeah, is that
There
way?
should
Can
be.
they
There
ship
should
me
be.
a
Let me see.
paper measuring
Size,
tool?
it's a whole tab. Look, sizing.
Can they give me like a?
Oh!
You know what it
There's a
is?
coverage calculator. Oh! Somebody made a calculator for the coverage. Forced erect coverage calculator. I'm gonna get to that in a second. One second.
I love the idea of him like being like, it's
Dude.
just a formula. I can make a calculator.
But wait. So that means it's proprietary. There's a patent for this.
Yeah.
All right. How to measure your TLC device. There is a TLC Tugger device in your size. I love that. That's such a great. There's a TLC Tugger device in your size. See below for how to measure. If, while forcing your loose shaft skin forward and nudging the glands back, you can hide the glands within your skin while flaccid. Then, do I need a fucking degree?
Oh,
for
you know
this
what's
shit?
crazy? I'm realizing I could do this easily because my dick, when it is not hard, is so small that I can take all that skin and do like 2 foreskins.
So it's saying. So it says here, you can.
I can like do enough that you could write on what's left, and it wouldn't
That's
hurt.
a flex.
So check this out. It says
That's how much loose skin I have with such a small wiener.
so. There's a can. So it says if you can't do this, it says then you can wear a tapeless device. If you can't, please try the taped canister method. And there's a link to it.
Yes.
He also, by the way, as a secondary thing, and you don't think he promotes this because there's not a guarantee, but secondarily,
What the fuck is this? Look at that.
Listen.
Look at that. Look at this. 1 second.
what is that?
That's an office. That's an office binder clipper
It's
right
a binder
there.
clip with a Polaroid
is
film
that?
canister.
Look at. Oh yeah. I'm sorry. Bob.
I was just gonna say that like
That's the canister
$20
method.
for that.
Well, see, that's the method you're getting. All right, we're gonna figure out this canister method.
Hey, you're not
$20 is the right, Alonzo.
Why can't I just go to
tape
Office Space,
tugging.
Office
That's
Max,
for-
and just get clippers, dude?
So Alonso, that's for tape tugging. You see that tape over there?
Yeah.
You have to get that tape, wrap it around your dick, and then you stick that inside of the canister.
Yeah. And
So-
secondarily, he
You're
will
obviously
say,
gonna need to be here for this to help
It's
everybody.
like going to a Rosti.
Let me see. So,
this is like Pilates for your cock. He insists that it will
Exercise.
also make your dick longer, but I don't think he can guarantee that. I think the science isn't in.
well, I think it makes sense. But let's put it this way: it's like a fish can only get as big as its cage.
You're damn right. And so we'll
Yeah.
So this is a bigger case.
What if we're accidentally penis binding?
Us and some like time in.
All right, so
Like
forced
the
erect
Uyghurs in
coverage.
China are being like they're also being
What if you
TLC
just
tugged.
use rings since you're a child?
I'm tired of you guys joking about this. We're taking this seriously. This is
Sorry,
a medical
you're
device I'm
right.
trying to buy
You're
for
right.
you guys. All right,
You're
calm
right.
down.
Such disrespect.
So let's go over forced erect coverage, all right? And it actually has an acronym. So forced erect coverage, or FEC, all right? FEC is a method used to measure the progress of the foreskin restoration. It indicates the percentage of the glands, head of the penis, that can be covered with the skin while fully erect. To measure FEC, the skin is forced towards the glands, and the portion of the then the portion of the glands that can that remains uncovered is measured. Okay, so you measure what left of your dick is sticking out of your foreskin.
Hard or loose?
Soft. So
wow. God, I've got so much potential.
the value is used in a formula to determine the forced erect coverage percentage. If the skin cannot reach the glands, the forced erect coverage can be negative. Okay. Conversely, if the skin covers more than the entire glands, the forced erect coverage can exceed 100%.
175%.
You know, whoever uses this shit also plays Dungeons and Dragons and shit. This is very much like if you roll a 12 and you get stumble or whatever.
They're reading this while painting Warhammer 4000.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What was the pitch of the uncut guy that made this guy like become obsessed with growing his foreskin back?
Yeah,
Some dude sold having a foreskin hard. To
Hey,
this
you
guy.
don't know that this isn't a John Lennon dream situation where he woke up and he had a unique idea from the ether that had never been come to fruition, and because of him, we can now all buy a TLC tugger.
Well,
there's have no tugger.
Imagine with your
I love that you even knew which song it was.
The penis dry.
Excellent.
You
Force.
should have sang that for COVID.
Use the tape can method. Sorry.
The tape canister.
Using the
canister.
FEC calculator.
The FEC calculator. So we're going to measure this. Let me see. Ensure you are fully erect. Oh, so you got to be fully erect.
Oh, well, then I'm in trouble because
Gently pull the skin shaft towards the glands, attempting to cover it without causing pain.
I know, me too.
Measure the glands showing, measure the whole glands, calculate the FEC. And then here's the forced erect calculator. I'm going to pull this back up.
I'm so dumb. What is the glands? Aren't balls glands?
That's your head. No, the head of your
okay,
penis is the
okay.
glands. See, as I'm saying, you don't know anything about your penis.
But you have glands all over your body.
It's like no, it's not glands. Gland.
Oh, GLANS. Okay.
Yeah, the glands penis.
I'm an idiot.
Penis.
Look, I don't have to know what it's called to know how to use it.
Apparently you don't. But the point is that there's all kinds of things that happen from fucking circumcisions. You can have a weird looking dick like Haynie's. I
told you not to tell anybody.
You have a dick that looks ashy as fuck like John's.
Yeah, I love that he thinks a cock is supposed
Mine
to be
looks like a hedgehog, like
constantly
Ron
moist.
Jeremy.
It's not a woman's pussy.
Have you
It
never
doesn't
seen
clean
black
itself.
pornography?
It doesn't clean itself.
Have you seen BBC?
Of course I have.
Of course.
It's always shiny. You ever seen a non-shiny black man's penis?
You're saying yours is always
Do you
camera
just watch
ready?
European porn?
I always put Vaseline on my
I always
penis.
have.
Yours
No,
is
no, the
always camera
lens.
ready. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing is when you fucking jack off and your penis gets soft and then, you're like, oh, you know what? I need to take a picture of this. But you can't because it's not as hard as it should be. And then you're like, whoever sees this isn't going to get the full effect.
Yeah, taking a dick pic is a constant maintenance.
Yeah.
It's constantly like tuck, tuck,
Yeah.
click.
I'm trying to
tuck,
get
tuck,
hard.
click.
I'm trying to get the angle right. It's flipping the phone.
And then
it's
as
turning
soon
around.
as I start focusing on aperture,
My cat's knocking down my grinder, and then I'm getting soft again, and I gotta get hard, and then I gotta get back to the camera, and then I gotta get the right angle, and then I'm holding it down between my balls, and I'm like, oh, my chin looks fat. Oh, I can see my tit.
And
meanwhile, she's asleep.
Yeah.
Well, no, she should be. She should be. Like, how can I do that if she's awake?
Then you're getting fucking doll hands, so you have perspective and stuff. Forced perspective like The Hobbit.
The best
And
thing,
120 frames per second, too.
You ever getting chatted up by a chick? You're like, can I take a picture of my dick in your hands real quick just to send to some other chicks, please?
Like, no, is your daughter here? Okay.
Jesus Christ, Sam. I'm sorry.
Sorry, the being that she has smaller hands.
Yeah. Well, I hope so. Not your daughter, though. She's built like a linebacker.
I don't have a daughter.
here's a life
I got a
hack if you're
vasectomy.
ever sending a dick pic. Take a picture where you're right past the base, get a ruler, cut off a couple inches,
or push it down between your taint, right? Yeah.
You have to be careful because sometimes they can tell that you're like have like a 45-degree angle going.
But you got to get one of those thin school rated ones.
Yeah.
That's like in a notebook because it's thinner. It's still going to
like
show
a
inches.
flexi one.
Yes. Yeah.
So it's like wrapping around.
Yeah. Use a slat band.
We should get
The
some of
average
those.
flat band is.
We should use the measurement calculator for.
I really want you to buy one of those. I really want you to buy one of those.
Dude, I want to use it, and that's the problem. It's on the screen. It's on the screen. It's on the screen.
No,
Yeah.
hey, actually, it is. It is because your screen is pointed towards the camera, the one on the left there.
Oh.
Oh, dude.
There's a little bit on the screen. Well, you're not gonna be able to tell what that was.
No, you can tell so clearly.
No, you can't. Shut the fuck up.
Oh no, I'm trying to help you, man.
Shut up, Catman.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut the
This is
fuck
why
up.
we're kicking
Listen
you
to
out of the
Gene.
band. Fucking narc.
It's Clam Haynie, motherfucker. It's Clam Haynie.
Clam Haney. See, if we just got rid of the fucking skeleton, everybody would be able to see everybody, but we need the skeleton. We should actually just put, because then we wouldn't be able to have, I know, I remember why we did that, because then we got to put the mic over there. All right, guys, I'm sorry. I'm having a good time. It's getting hot in here. It's kind of becoming one of those sweat lodge things.
Yeah.
So how long have we been
It's gonna
going?
be P. Diddy's party,
We've been
man.
going 2 hours, 54 minutes. I don't think it's going to get funny. So let's just let's call it a fucking night.
The
Let's
tank is
see.
empty.
Charge for smegma. That's in the chat. Let me see. Even the recent film Ricky Stenicki still being done to this day. What's being done to this day? What happened in Ricky Stenicki? Let me see. Who is chafed while you bleed? I feel uncut is more prone to chafing. Yes, probably. So Sam has admitted that he's jacked off so much that he's bled, and that's what happens when you have an
I didn't bleed, but it got really red.
I have a cut penis and my dick bled one time. I think I was just jacking off under a fucking shitty blanket.
I know, dude.
I want something about married myself. If you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, you stopped it in the.
What is that? Where you use the cum from somebody else's ear and you put it in your hair?
No, it's when you accidentally
you
zip
zipped
up
it
your
up.
skin.
Yeah.
Did you
Zip
zip
up your
like
skin.
the tip skin?
The thing, it was. I think I did, but the thing is, it actually wasn't that bad. But I was able to like quickly release it, and it like healed in a day.
Yeah, no, I pinched my balls like that one time, but it was just the first. It was just the clip, and then I was able to push it back, and it had a little bit of blood. But
I had gone swimming earlier, so I couldn't keep wearing the same underwear. So I was just commando in a
look
pair
how
of
sweaty
pants.
this fucking thing has gotten. It's
I
insane.
accidentally hit my balls in with my pants. So, I mean, you know.
You hit your what?
I hit my ball. I accidentally hit my ball with my pants. You know what I mean?
But did you zip it up in there?
No.
You just hit it in there?
I'll tell you.
Yeah,
You ever sat on your balls before?
One time, yeah.
Bob, that's
I mean, I didn't mean to. I was like,
Come on, man.
Hell yeah, whatever.
It's just like you got to wear the right underwear. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that's right.
I know.
One
That's too tight.
time, I
Tuttle's got a ton of these.
oh, I know. I
got one under this.
You guys, I got some stuff in my underwear stories.
Stick around for the after show.
Stick around, everybody.
One time, I had just come back from a trip where we'd gone through Arizona, and I put on like this last pair of underwear. It's like I haven't used them; they're still clean. And I start, leaving, and I feel this pain on my inner thigh. A baby scorpion was in my underwear. Holy shit! Just like poking me in the groin.
Oh shit!
Did anything happen? Did it get red?
It never got to my actual.
Getting the powers
to
of a
my actual
scorpion.
business.
Of a baby scorpion.
It didn't sting your gonads. That's what it didn't do.
You can only poke. You can't release your
Flicked it off
venom.
and it disappeared. So
Oh shit!
Dude, that's like
Gotta be
when I
painful.
wear jeans and no underwear.
Circumcision. Ricky Stenicki, they had a circumcision scene. Now I remember that. Sorry.
Dude,
about
there's
that.
a scene in that.
Yeah, go on, guys.
When I'm not wearing underwear and I'm wearing jeans, my little wiener is so small it just points straight out, and so it'll rub against the zipper, and so it's just like metal.
Wear
grating.
underwear.
I know sometimes I don't because I shit myself one time and I had to throw my underwear away, but I had jeans on, and so my little dick was like it was like grating essence of like lemon
See,
or
mine,
garlic.
it has a fucking hood for that to protect it from things like that.
Wow!
Almost like God came up with that idea because he was almost like, hey, you know what? You might need something to protect your fucking dick because it hurts when things rub
I
against it.
think I've met my maker.
So one time I was jacking off in the fucking garage when I was like, I don't know, whatever, living in my parents' house, jacking off in the garage age, which could really be up to 32 for honestly.
Nice and hot in there too.
But I was in like my late teens and stuff, and I was jacking off in the garage with my headphones on and shit, and a fucking praying mantis fucking flies right towards my dick. It was the scariest shit in the world, dude, because it flies right at me. Like, what? It's just a green blur, and I get up and all that, and then it doesn't run away. It stands there and starts fucking taunting me with its fucking thing. It's like, yeah, you want some of this? Yeah, come over here. You think shit's sweet?
I'll fucking snip your foreskin off.
Yeah, that's right, motherfucker.
You got your little penis on.
Israel sent me.
It was a Jewish praying mantis.
It's a Jewish mantis. Yeah.
He was trying to do a bris.
Yeah, it wasn't
breast.
praying like this. It was. How did Jews pray?
Um.
Oh! God damn it! 1 second.
Don't they like nod their heads around? You know.
Please let this coupon not be expired. That's how they pray.
No, they take bags of shekels and they wiggle it around.
The Wayans brothers should do a Kung Fu Panda parody.
Why? How do you know that? Why?
When you're praying mantis, I'm just thinking about a Wayans brother
Scary
praying
panda.
mantis. I don't know.
Marlon Wayans being the praying mantis.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I'm stupid. I'm dumb. It's all good. I'm the big titty dumb one of the group.
Sweaty one.
Oh, dude, it's getting like a Diddy party up my fucking shirt.
It really is. This is fun.
There's a wet t-shirt
Great.
contest over here. All right, plug what you guys got to plug. Let's get out of here.
Let's do it.
I got something in Cibolo at the Cibolo Winery tonight at 9, and then upstage at 10.
Tonight at the Dakota East Side, I am doing Arturo's show. It's at 8 o'clock tonight. Be there. They've got really good food and really talented people. And then also buy my shirts, Cream Cheese Tees on Instagram. Cream Cheese Tees.
What do you got, Bob?
Oh, I'm not in any show right now, but catch me at any open mic in San Antonio, and you'll find me there.
That's pretty much right.
All right.
And Bella, you want to get on camera and plug your stuff real quick? All right. Well, each other's soulmates. Bella did the makeup for everybody. Thanks so much, Bella.
Thank you, Bella.
Shut up early. And,
Oh,
did the
no!
makeup for everybody.
Oh, no! What's happened?
What is Bob? You're taking it off?
He's a demon.
He looks like White Zombie.
That's horrifying.
Dig through the ditches and burn through the witches and bang. Yeah.
Can you say it's all part of the plan? Can you do your monologue that you learned?
You know what? I think I'm going to wear this for the dating show. So I got a dating show tonight. The BFR guys are doing a dating show. I'll share the stuff on my Instagram. I haven't been doing the best job of preparing it because I'm nervous. You know, Alonzo's single. I don't. You know, I'm going to be out there. I'm going to be very vulnerable. You know, there's going to be this woman that's going to be trying to decide, hey, is Alonzo the one for her? You know,
But she can't see you, so that's a plus.
Exactly. I can hide behind this makeup and all that.
You want to know how I got these scars? I had a father.
A praying mantis.
Take my cock.
So go to Alonzo Cantu on Instagram. And yeah, man, thank you guys for showing up. Go check out each other's soulmates. Bella Ivy. Go check out John Tuttle on Instagram. Protein Testosterone. What is your BB Dell?
BBD222.
BB.
BBOBB.
Oh my God.
Bob B. 22.
Bob D22.
Exactly.
Bob D22 on Instagram. And then Sam Haynie.
Haynie Sam.
And then Bella Ivy. Evil Ivy XOXO. Go check out everybody. Go check out the crew. Thanks a lot for tuning in, guys. And I hope you have a real great rest of your day. That's been a funky dealer.
Nine a winner. Pay the front line. Take the don'ts. He's coming out again for a new point. Get your bets down, ladies and gentlemen. 4-4's the point. Mark 4. Ace deuce scrap wants 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 4. Ace deuce scrap want 4. Scrap want 4. Who wants the hard 4? 5 wants 4.
Check me out, y'all.
9 a winner. Got a hot hand. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. 9 a winner. Got a hot hand. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. 4, and he made it the hard way. Made the front line, take the hard. You have a shooter and a good one. Coming out for a new point. Get your bets down, ladies and gentlemen. He's a rolling point is 9. Place 9. Place 9. 8 shooting for 9. 5 shooting for 9. He's a rolling point is 9. Place 9. 8 shooting for 9. 5 shooting for 9. Who wants to come? 6 to point.
Check me out, y'all.
9 a winner. Got a hot hand. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. 9 a winner. Got a hot hand. Place your bets. Place your bets. Who wants to come? 6 to point. Who wants to come? 6 to point. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen.
So funky. So funky. Check me out, y'all.
8 shooting for 9. 5 shooting for 9. He's a rolling point is 9. Place 9. 8 shooting for 9. 5 shooting for 9. Who wants to come? Place 6.
So funky. So funky.
Coming out again for a new point.
So funky.
Bets down, ladies and gentlemen. Who wants the hard 4?
So funky.
5 wants 4.
Check me out, y'all.
4 4's the point, mark 4.
So funky.
Ace, deuce, scraps, mark 4. Ace, deuce, deuce.
So funky.
Scraps, 1. 9 a winner. Got a hot hand. Got a hot hand. 9 a winner. Got a hot hand. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. 9 a winner. Got a hot hand. Got a hot hand. 9 a winner. Got a hot hand. Who wants to come?
Check me out, y'all.
9 a winner. Got a hot hand. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. 9 a winner. Got a hot hand. Place your bets. Place your bets. Pay the front line, take the don'ts. He's coming out again for a new point. Get your bets down, ladies and gentlemen. 4 4's the point, mark 4. Ace, deuce, who wants to come? 6 to point, who wants to come? 6 to point, who wants to come? 6 to point. Play 6.
That's all, folks. That's all, folks.